Did you just say you went yesterday?
Nah, we live too. Nah, I got this a couple of days ago because I had the interview. So
Gosh. Oh yeah. I remember now.
yeah, we could have just recorded this for real, but whatever.
Go live. Go live with it. Go live. Yo, it's been a busy week. I mean, like the internet been going crazy. The Diddy allegations is like it's ongoing. It just seems to never end now. If it's like every 2 weeks is somebody coming out like, oh, Diddy, did something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how crazy we want to talk.
Wait, how you feel about it though? I mean, what's like, what's crazy? I don't know. I personally hate when I used to hate when like all these allegations would come out super late. You know, people would like say people doing things and things like that. I used to hate that because like, like nobody's perfect, right? And then my wife was saying one day, she's like, but she ain't raped nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but like she's like, you ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you're right. That's a great point. Because I mean, we all done things that we probably not the most proud of. So it's like I don't think it's fair for people to just be coming up with like random stories when an opportunity feels right. You know, well, like when there's an opportunity. Like I hate that, but at the same time, I'm not doing nothing foul like that. So it's kind of like I'm 50-50 on it, if that makes sense.
So first of all, I agree with you. There are so many subjects interwoven into this huge topic. I don't want to be conspiracy theory man. However, when I see these allegations, and it always seems to be with some either shooting star that's making a huge impact, or one of our biggest celebrity stars or most powerful people. We're talking about like one of the most powerful black men in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
Who had crossed into multiple different business ventures. So like, and let's be real, has been dumping millions and millions of dollars into black community development. Yo, the majority of his companies are employed by black people.
Boy, he also been stealing from these niggas too, man. Come on, man. Not stealing. Let me not say that.
We can get into the rappers in just a second. But if we just talk about his businesses in general, we talk about his day-to-day employees. He has more black employees than most other companies, number one. And that's including Jay-Z's company. He got more black people employed. And from what I hear, that he pays more than any other company. Like he'll pay you, like, so if you was only supposed to get paid 100, he'll probably pay you 150,000. Now, some people say that's paying for silence. Some people say that's paying for loyalty. To me, it's just like, why can't he recognize that, yo, we need to be paid better and be doing better? So like you got that component, the community service stuff with that component, the things that he's been publicly doing to try to support other great black people. I mean, so like you got that, and then you got the other side of it that makes me feel like, all right, yeah, he's an eccentric person. And no, I'm not trying to defend rape. Let's not do that. I'm not trying to defend rape. But what I am saying is that it's hard for me to just say throw him away. Or like I don't ever want to see Diddy no more, bro. Come on, bro. Like I can't.
Wait, because I don't think I've seen somebody say he's raped them. I don't know if I've seen that. What is that a story?
That was Cassie's. That was interwoven in Cassie's case, which she settled out of court for like $100 million some dollars. So she was saying that there were times where she was forced to have sex with multiple men at one time. There were times where he forced himself on her, but they were in the midst of a relationship. So, I mean, and I know that shouldn't make a difference, but once again, like we in this cloudy area, like I don't understand. Like
I don't know. I think, man, I don't want to. That's a tough conversation to have because like was it ever proven? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she settled. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't.
There's no evidence. No, she has no. It's not like she went and got a rape kit done. It's literally one person's word against another person's word.
So I'm not gonna I don't know about that. So I can't really speak on that per se. But what I will say is I don't know, bro. Like that shit is crazy.
Be real, bro. Be 1000% real. Cause you didn't grow up with Diddy. I don't know. Like you grew up with Diddy, but like he had a different impact on a certain generation.
I'll be real, bro. So what I would say. So one, you gotta understand I got a wife, so it's different, right? So she follows, like, I didn't even know about, to be completely honest, when I first heard the story, I'm like, oh my gosh, another Me Too situation, right? I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Sade was like, man, that this, like, we been knew about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, people been knew that, like, Diddy was treating cats he filed, and I had no idea. That's why I'm so reserved to speak on it, because it's not that I don't want to speak on it. I just don't know too much about it. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to misspeak on something that I just don't know about. But like she was saying, like, bro, this been in the blogs and been in media when they were together, right? She was saying that like people been knew that he was mistreating her. So like it's a hard conversation to speak on, like, misconduct, because we all can fall victim to it. You get what I'm saying? How far it went. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to defend nobody, but at the same time, I'm not about to just bash somebody when I don't know the ins and outs. You get what I'm saying? Now, what I can
go ahead, I'm listening.
What I can speak on is, let's say, I think, who was it? Marcus Short. Marcus Short had just came out and said, like, Diddy was on some weird shit.
What you? All right, when we say weird shit, is we talking?
Marcus Short said we called him. Wasn't it Marcus Short, the nigga that was in the movie? What was the movie? You Got Served.
Yeah,
that was it.
We need a clip, yo. I need to find a clip.
Can you bring it up, man? Bring it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can find that joint while we sitting here. But go ahead, continue talking. Yo, so like the nigga said some wild shit. And
so I seen that, and my first thought was, bro, niggas is weird, bro. It's no way a grown ass man, like, if I'm a grown man and somebody tries some weird shit, I'm calling them out on this shit. Like, I'm not waiting until all these allegations going on to throw dirt on his name. Like, that's weird as a grown man.
And that's the other part that be pissing me off. It's like, it ain't till he get into trouble, that's when everybody want to talk. You know what I mean? Like, y'all had all these years to come out and have conversations. And the Me Too movement didn't just start 6 weeks ago. You know what I mean? It's been going on for years and years and years. If people wanted to out Diddy, they've had plenty of time to do it. You know what I mean? So I don't get it. Honestly, I don't.
So what I was gonna say is, so I'm not gonna lie to you though. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. So at first I'm like, man, if somebody do something to me, like a man do some weird shit to me, I'm calling them out on it right then and there. Then I thought, and I'm like, damn, I had to think about it. And I remember it was somebody that was on some weirdo shit with me, and I ain't say nothing, because I'm like, I don't want nobody think I'm trying to like start no trouble or whatever, because I was always known as like the troublemaker and shit, right? So I'm like, man, I don't want nobody think I'm trying to start no trouble. And I think a couple years later, somebody had went through the same thing, and I'm like, yo, that happened to me. Well, what I will say is, I did tell my close friends. So I did have like support when I was able to speak on it. So when some, like, one of my homies had went, like, basically it was this gay dude running around trying to forget it. It was a gay dude in my fraternity.
There you go.
Oh, I don't know if he's gay now, but it was a guy in my fraternity, like, trying to go through my phone, trying to like look at like find nudes or something, right? And in my mind, I'm like, bro, is this nigga looking for a nude in my phone? But I couldn't prove it, right? I couldn't prove it.
Was he looking for nudes of you or looking for nudes of a girl?
I thought it was me. I don't know. So look, this is how the story is. Look, he asked, could he hold my phone, right? And I'm like, yeah, you can hold my phone, but he had my phone longer than normal. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, what's up with my phone? Like, I need my phone, right? So, you know, the chapter he's a part of is close to my chapter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, why you got my phone? So I get my phone back, and I hit my bros like, yo, I feel like this nigga was trying to look for naked pictures or some shit, like look for dick pics or something of me in my phone, bro. He weird, but I ain't want to say nothing, because I ain't want people to think that I was just trying to start trouble, because, like, you know, like, I already had a reputation. You feel me? So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just take this L, forget it. You know what I'm saying? I told my bros, I'm gonna just let that go. A couple years later, another frat brother of mine said the same thing about the same person. And when they said it, I'm like, oh, bro, I swear to God, the same thing happened to me. Da 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 da. So I can understand on that part, like, man,
things being hazy and not necessarily like it's a little off color, but it ain't enough for you to like raise the red flag. You know
so that's why I say that to say when Mark.
Oh shit. He a little. I don't know whether it's me,
like, bro. Oh, it's probably me. I'm like the first thing that came to my mind is like, bro, you're a grown man. If somebody do something to you, do it then. Say something then. But then I thought I had a similar situation. So you really never know how these things go, bro. You really can't never judge. You never know.
Yeah, but I will also say like this: when you got a dude that's been on top for a long time, and once again, I'm gonna say it like this: Diddy became like a millionaire in his early 20s. So when you become
money, finessing niggas for their money.
That's crazy. When you get that rich that fast, you kind of develop. First of all, people protect you more often. You allowed to get away with a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Your habits become a norm. So even if you do something corny, like, you know what I mean? Like, so like 50 Cent said something one time. He was like, yo, I can't mess with Diddy. Diddy talk about, let me take you out shopping. Ain't no grown man gonna take another grown man out shopping. And I was like, I heard it. And I was like, yo, that's kind of wild. But when you that rich, you used to taking care of everybody. Like, it's nothing for you to be like, but I get both sides of it. I get 50's side of it. I'm a grown man. I can buy my own things. Like, I don't need you to buy nothing for me. But at the same time, I can see the other side where it's like, yo, all right, I'm trying to build a relationship with you. Not like that. I'm saying on some business shit or on some, let's be cool. I'm trying to build bridges because I never know when I'm gonna need you. I might need a verse. I might need you to come pull up a show. I might need you to see. I mean, I'm from a business side. I get how Diddy would move like that. But from the 50 Cent side, I get how it's the same thing you was just saying. It's like this gray area of weird stuff. And the only thing I ever hear about Diddy is that gray area. People will say, well, he was doing this and he kept trying to, pour drinks in my mouth, or he was, saying, always wanted me to come out on a boat, or I mean, like, yo, I mean, yeah, but all right, you know what I'm saying? It depends. Like, now if the nigga pull his dick out, I'd be like, all right, we got a problem. That's just me. I mean, I don't know how to fucking take it from there, but that's just crazy. So I think Jay Hill's frozen up again. I don't know what's going on. All right. He's jumping back. I think he opened up, came out, and he's come back. But the point I'm making, while he's getting himself situated, there's so much craziness when it comes down to eccentric motherfuckers. And I'm not trying to say eccentric as a cover for a rapist. I'm saying some people are truly eccentric and they do.
Wait, what do you mean by that, man? You pull that, you gotta Google, like, what's the definition of that?
I don't know how much of my last thing you heard, but like I was making a statement. I did the 50 Cent comparison. Nigga, 50 was like, yo, Diddy.
Diddy?
No. I'm not comparing it. I'm saying 50 had a story saying that Puff tried to take him out shopping.
Oh.
So Puff was hanging out with 50, and Puff was like, come on, bro, I'm gonna take you shopping. And Diddy was like, nah, nigga, I can shop for myself. Right. And he was like, nah, come on, yo, I'm gonna take you to the Louis Vuitton store. I'm gonna buy you whatever you want. Yo, I got you. 50 was like, I can't fuck with him no more off of that. 50's like, that's some gay shit. But on some business shit, like once again, when you up like that, man, I'm trying to build a relationship. Yo, we cool. Yo, let me show you some love. Like I that.
Never offer if I'm up, I can offer you to go. Let's get some drinks. Let's go get dinner. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let's go get dinner real quick. Let's go chop it up. Like take a nigga shopping is crazy, bro. I'm trying to build. I want to take you shopping.
Let me tell you. All right, let me. So let me be honest
with you, bro. Let me take you shopping.
Yo, let's go. Let's go. You gonna take me to we going to the Louis store? Let's go. What you doing? Bro. But I mean,
as a gift, maybe I'll get you a gift. You feel me? But like, I'm not about to ask another man. Let me take you shopping. That's out of control.
That's crazy. That was out of line. All right. Once again, gray area. That's what I define as a gray area. Some people are gonna look at it like, yo, that's a crazy dope thing. Another people gonna be like, nah, that's gay. That's mad gay. Like,
I'll tell you what it is. It ain't a gray area. It's the gay area. That's what it is. It's the gay area.
Oh, snap. All right. Let me ask you this question. Say you and Nia Long had a dope interview. You know what I mean? 2-3 hours. It was lit. then you like, yo, as a thank you, I'm gonna take you out to dinner. You take her and y'all get some food. And then she like, yo, I seen this dope Louis Vuitton outfit. I want you to check out in the store. She take you to the store and say, yo, let me buy that for you, yo. Like, yo, I feel like you did something for my career today. Let me buy that? Is that cool?
Buy it for me. Don't take me to the store. Like get it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's different.
Just send it to,
now,
you, to the crib.
Yeah, like now, you know what I'm saying? I'm married like that, man. That raised all type of red flags in my relationship. Is like, look,
okay.
Even like, I probably wouldn't even say let me take you out to dinner. Like, let's go grab some food. I don't know. Man, I guess it's the same thing. It's just the approach. Like, cause I've took my guests to grab some food and drinks a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that was fire. You trying to go grab some food real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, grab some food. Make sure it's a bar or something like that. Like, not an intimate dinner. Like, that's different. Mm-hmm. And if you really appreciate what I did for your career, like, yo, I really want to get you something nice. You feel me? Like, go ahead, do it, man. Send it to, it's my PO box. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But it's like, nah, it's yeah. And you see how I'm planning like that because I got a wife. And if a man on that, it's like, nah, I don't know, bro. Like,
I get it. Everything you saying makes sense, but everybody doesn't look at the world the same way. So like, and then once again, when you've been the guy for so long, there comes a time. Let me tell you something. There comes a time because I've been around a bunch of millionaires before, and there's a different level after the millionaire where it's like everywhere you go, the expectation is you're gonna take care of everything. You just take care of shit. Like y'all, if we was to go out, I say we hanging out with Diddy, it's 20 of us. He's gonna pay, bro. Like it's gonna be paid before we get there. Like
imagine if you hanging out with Diddy, not me. If you hanging out with Diddy.
So wait a minute. We at a restaurant. We talking about a deal with Revolt. You know what I'm saying? We taking Jay Hill to Revolt, and there's 20 of us at the table. You trying to pull out your MasterCard to pay for your little filet mignon? No, you ain't. Stop. Exactly. Don't play these games, nigga. Stop that. And then you know the way I know. Shit. Sometimes the way to get the deal, and I'm not trying to take it to no gay level. Sometimes the way to get the deal closed, you gonna have to spend that extra time. Yo, you go for the dinner. Yo, we gonna go to the studio. Yo, you might be in the studio all night. He talking deal points. Y'all trying to get stuff done. Y'all talking. And then the next morning, you be like, damn, we ain't got no clothes. Yo, come on, bro. We about to hit the Louis. Like, I got y'all. Don't worry about it. Is this
yeah, things can happen. I'm just saying, like, yo, a nigga like, yo, I want to take you shopping. It's crazy, bro. I'm not defending that, bro. You gotta think for Diddy. It seems like, I don't know. You gotta think for Diddy, bro. All right. But now, on a serious note, though, I think I don't know. You know, it's funny. I was working at DTLR one time, and wow, the engineer Eddie had actually did this, told me this, and since that day, I never looked at celebrities the same. I never forget Fab, the rumors or the allegations that Fabulous had knocked out Emily B. Teeth, right? I think it was a video or something like that had came out, and I was like distraught. I was like, damn, man, because I really like Fabulous. And Eddie looked at me like, bro, why you care that much? Like, these dudes, just because they celebrities, that don't mean that they not regular people. These people be fucked up more than your average person. You never know what these niggas can do. You get what I'm saying? So I say that to say, like, I don't look at these celebrities like no different than me. And that being said, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I Diddy was definitely an inspiration to young black people when it came to what he did in his music career, right? And I will hope some of these allegations are false. You know what I'm saying? I will hope all of them are false. But at the end of the day, he's a person. He's a human being, and I don't put it past nobody. You get what I'm saying? And if he did do these things, he's a fucked up individual. Point blank, period. Ain't no way around it. You get what I'm saying? I just hope he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope he didn't do it. And I know it's not as simple, it's not as easy as just coming out and saying, yo, y'all got me fucked up. I ain't do it. I know it ain't that simple all the time, but I don't know, man. Like
I'm the only point I'm making in this, and I want to be very clear. I'm not trying to exonerate Diddy or make excuses for him. No, but what I am trying to say is that I've met and dealt with a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life, and a lot of people look at things differently. So like something that will be a common occurrence for one group of people could be taken completely different from another group of people. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just cultural differences. And just because we all black doesn't mean we think and operate the same. That's the only point I'm making. You know what I mean? And so as much as I want to be, I'm down with supporting any black person, and making sure that they're safe, that they're positive, that they are successful. But what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna bury a nigga because he offered to take a nigga shopping, or niggas got drunk and got too happy and did something.
No, I'm not about to bury a nigga for that. You get what I'm saying? But what I will say, let's keep it a bean though. Yeah, I might not have been in this music industry for that long, but I've been around long enough to know that it's been a saying that Diddy been on some weird shit. Like people always make jokes about you going to them Diddy parties. So like that's been around before the allegations. We can't ignore that.
Can we get on here and talk about everything? Because I want to talk about all of the weird shit that I've heard about the music industry from every artist. So I heard that Busta Rhymes was fucking niggas in the ass.
Hey yo,
I heard that. I heard crazy stuff about Busta. I heard crazy stuff about Jay. Man, I heard Jay love messing with certain. He got a certain type when it come down to the ladies. And if you really kind of look at certain elements, when you talk about Aaliyah, when you talk about her age, when you talk about Beyonce and her age versus his age, when you talk about Nas's baby mom and her age versus his age, when you talk, I mean, like. You got that. You got.
Let's keep it funky though. I mean, I feel like ain't none of this stuff surprising. It ain't like we don't hear that the industry is an evil place, is a wicked place. That's something that's just in general.
That's true.
We continue to try to be in this evil, wicked place.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to go into like the crazy Baltimore stuff that we, you know what I mean, that you and I both know, like when it comes down to certain individuals and like you know what I mean, instances of. These male dudes raping females, like you know what I mean. These local rap guys. There was some couple poet niggas was out here taking panties and doing ill crazy stuff out in public. Like you know what I mean. There's whole threads on Twitter. Like I've interviewed multiple women that have come on my platform and just been like, yeah, ABCXRNZ raped the shit out of me. And I'm like, oh, like I'm not even ready for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like notable names that have been awarded by the city. And there's all type of craziness going on, bro. Like,
it's
crazy.
That's a hard conversation because like I don't know. I'm not about to just get up here and just
I'm not name dropping.
No. It's fine. No. I'm not even talking about that. But I'm saying just allegations in general, man. The one thing I don't like is the fact that somebody can accuse somebody, they can be lying and they get no repercussions from it. That's the part I don't like. You know what I'm saying? So like again, if people are doing these things, they're foul. Absolutely, 100%. Like I think you're foul. Like and you deserve whatever come with it. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I wish it was some type of like I wish we could protect the people who would be lied against, if that makes sense. There's no way to protect them because like anybody at any given time can just come out and say some foul stuff or say some foul was done. It's like, come on, man. Like I don't like that, bro.
My frustration as a big bro in a lot of situations where I got a lot of wonderful, very smart young women around that work with us that we do business with, and they go through situations and it's just like we kind of get put in I get put in a crazy spot multiple times where somebody will come to me and confide in me and I want to do something about it. So it's just like, all right, you don't want me to bust his teeth out. But then when I'm like, yo, we should go to the cops, you don't want to go to the cops. But then it's just like, yo, I just want to dead it. But in my mind, I'm thinking you ain't done doing nothing but embolden somebody that they could do it again. And I feel like we need to be like when something happens to you, everything requires an opposite reaction. If something, and I'm saying this whether you a male or you a young lady, like yo, if somebody violates you, you need to defend yourself. You need to step forward, go to the police, and have those hard conversations. Yeah, it may not, and I don't even understand how a person can feel embarrassed. It's like, bro, ain't nobody. It's not like somebody put it on their schedule. Yo, come Saturday morning, 9 a.m. I'm coming to get them buns. Make sure you ready. Like
you ever got raped before?
No.
Right. So that's probably why you can't understand it. Like I don't know, man. I'm trying to and I'm not trying to like kill the conversation, but I just want to be serious. You feel me? When we having these conversations, these things are real because I don't understand it either, right? But I can't speak against it because I've never been through it. right? Some things that I've really been through that I don't think nobody could speak about. Even like when I talk to people about when they had these conversations about niggas in the streets and things like that. And I'm like, bro, you never even been in the streets. You can't even have this conversation. You're not even qualified to have this. Same with these conversations. It's like I'm not a woman, right? I've never been raped. I mean, I had one of my mother's friends kind of threw a pass at me, and I think I punched him in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. That's how I react, and that's how I do it. I can never be judgmental of why a woman wouldn't want to speak up for someone who mistreated her. You know what I'm saying? Because she might feel embarrassed. I don't know. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to tell her what she should or shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
And I respect you for that. You are 100% correct. As a person that has to spend the rest of my life carrying certain knowledge about people, a person, and knowing like I can't do nothing about it, I'm only expressing from that space. And I'm not making this statement to notify to any other person that you can't come to me and confide in me. It's a burden. I'll carry the burden. That's what it is. But I hate that. I hate that I can see a nigga in the street, know they did something foul, and it's just like I can't. I mean, like, all right, like I say, if I bust a nigga teeth out, now I got charges and I'm doing something crazy, and then that person ain't gonna come out and be like, well, he only did that because this guy did this to me. Like,
now that's one thing I can speak to though. I think right. So like we do have to be careful of the information that we give people at a given time, right? And again, I ain't trying to be up here on no Dr. Phil shit, but like it's just real. It's just real. Like you said, that's a burden for you. And if I don't know if they ask you, are you willing to carry a burden, right? Like, can I tell you something that you can never tell somebody? Are you okay with that, right? If they didn't ask you that and he just telling you that, that's they gotta carry some of that as well. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be responsible in general. We adults. We gotta carry the things that the baggage that we have. You know what I'm saying? We gotta carry it. If we got baggage with us, we gotta carry it. It is what it is. So if something happens to you like that, you should be able to talk to somebody about it. Point blank, period. Right. But if you don't want to talk to somebody about it, right? And if you want to just keep it between you and somebody else, you also have to be an adult enough to ask somebody, can they carry that? Because you putting something on somebody that they might not want to carry. You know what I'm saying? You might not even want to carry it. You might not be as strong as it. And I can empathize with you, but don't put that on me. Because now I might feel obligated to say something. I might feel obligated to do something. To do something for you to have your just due. So I just think we got to be careful. Like, it's a tricky conversation, bro. Cause like my mom was raped. You feel me? So it's like, and I still to this day don't understand, like, she got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And like, for me, if my child would get raped, I want her to get rid of the kid. You know what I'm saying? Not have the kid. So it's still questions that I have for my mother that I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's a hard conversation to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just tough, man. Cause like I got daughters now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a wife. Like, it's like, man, if I don't know, like, I don't even want to think about it, but like, that shit happened to my daughter, like, and she feel like she can't come talk to me. My first thing is like, wow, like, I want you to be able to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And if she wants to, if she feels embarrassed, I would want to, I don't know, like, I would want to do right by her as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? But that we just went deep, we just went dark. But
well, all right, but my next question would be, how do you what does do right look like for you versus for her? Because maybe she just wants to confide in you, but that doesn't necessarily mean she wants action to be taken. See, but it's different because you're the father, because you could just take out a hand and say, yo, we going to handle this. Like, we gonna go get this, we're gonna press charges, we're gonna do blah, 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 because you're the parent. I mean, you know, depending upon the age of the child at the time. But how I mean, like, how would I believe me, I don't even want you to think about this, but it's crazy to be on the sidelines. And I've literally had to be on the sidelines for people I love, bro. Like, people I love, family members, you know what I'm saying? People I had really close relationships with. Like, and I really want to do something to those people. I still want to do something to those people to this day. Like, every time I hear that person's name or in reference to anything, it's just something, you know what I mean? So like, but anyway, I apologize. I wasn't really trying to take us this route.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
When you start talking about this situation, or you even talking about, man, like, there's so many others. There is, for me as an old head, these people define my youth and a part of my adulthood. whether it be R. Kelly, whether it be Bill Cosby, whether it be, Diddy. Like, these are the people I looked up to. I idolize these people. Like, you know what I mean? And I hate to use this because I'm gonna make it seem corny. Like, oh, you idolize some niggas, but it's like, bro.
No, let me ask you this. Yeah, hip hop music in general is a part of our childhood. It's a part of the village. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Shit, music in general is a part of that village. Let me ask you this question: do you think it's time, or given everything that's coming out, do you think it's time to cancel Diddy?
It depends. To me, it depends on how he handles the situation. Like, if there's a moment, if we get the Oprah interview and he sit down, or the Charlemagne interview and he sits down and he says, because this is how I honestly feel from my perspective. Yo, you was probably in your late 20s, early 30s when you started messing with Cassie. Y'all was on drugs a lot. You was doing a bunch of wild shit. And just, if he was to come out and say, yo, I crossed the line multiple times with somebody I love. Hey, I was out here wilding. I was trying to figure out what the next stage of my life was going to be. Things had already started falling apart. So I got into a practice of, using sex as a coping mechanism. Yo, my girl, we might have been disagreeing about certain things and I didn't know how to handle it. You know what I mean? And I've crossed the line multiple times with her. And, since then I've gotten help. I've gotten therapy and I've been working on myself. For that person, I apologize. If he was to come out and say those type of things, I'd be like, yo, you a human being, you a man, you're asking us for forgiveness while taking responsibility for your actions. Then I feel like a person that has done so much good has the ability to be forgiven and given another chance. And when people come to me and go, yo, why would you say that versus Cosby? Cosby never admitted any wrongdoing. R. Kelly still doesn't admit any wrongdoing. So there's a complete difference between admitting mistakes, taking responsibility, taking your hits for it, and then working your way back to forgiveness. Chris Brown has asked for forgiveness and has admitted his problems. But go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm with you. And first of all of those things are different. All of those things, like even when we talk about Chris Brown, like all of those things are different. So let's be careful with that. 1, 2. R. Kelly was out here raping children. I don't know if there's no forgiveness for that. Like, you were out here being a pedophile, bro. Like, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, with the Cassie thing, again, there's no real evidence. I mean, there's no real proof or no, is he say, she say, from my perspective, right? So even if he didn't come out and say yeah or nay to that, right? They settled that. I don't think, and again, it's premature now, I don't think I'm seeing like R. Kelly bad from Diddy. I'm seeing a bunch of grown people saying he moved weird.
Right.
Like, and even the one picture that they had that was in a fake lawsuit that was like, it was underage girls. The girl came out like, bro, I wasn't underage. So, you know what I'm saying? So if anything, we could judge him as a person, maybe, but I don't think it's time to cancel the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's done a lot for our culture. He's done a lot for our people. And yeah, you can get into, we could challenge his character for sure. I say that, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of that too, like he was young when he was doing these deals, as was the artist. So maybe he had more knowledge on the business side to maneuver and conduct the contract the way that was best for him. You get what I'm saying? So that's a conversation that could be had for days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, I wasn't there. That was probably like, I was young, you know what I'm saying? But we could judge his character, but I don't think it's time to cancel him all in all, because a lot of people got some shit to say about him. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm all right. So I got this live on my Instagram. Queen Euphoria said Wendy Williams was spilling Puff's lifestyle back in the 90s that led to her getting put off of New York radio. Puff made sure she was not on any NYC radio stations. That's why she had to go to Philly. And then she also said boundaries being let down. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but like, yo, Queen, if you could give us a little bit more understanding about the last part. But So if I'm hearing her correctly, what she's saying is there's been a history of inappropriate activity on Puff's part for decades. Man,
like I said, man, inappropriate. I don't know what inappropriate is. Inappropriate is it's just that. You get what I'm saying? Like it could, and that could be subjective to who you're dealing with, because you could be dealing with one person, like we seen in the movie. I don't know the Tyler Perry movie on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it, but they was bringing a situation saying that the guy had sexual misconduct, and he was like, no, my ex-girlfriend just like that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? So like, depending on who you're dealing with, it depending on what can be misconduct or whatever it can be. I'm just saying, I don't think Diddy is R. Kelly. And
no, yo, I definitely am with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. Now, can we pivot to Meek Mill? I mean, because this some of this stuff is interconnected, and I want to start getting into the connective tissue. So Meek Mill was implicated in a court document.
Implicated? What does that mean? Like
he was Meek Mill was said to be sexually active with Diddy at some point, and they have it in a court document, and a lot of it was redacted. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
And again, this is one of them, but we talking media shit. Fuck it. So we got to go there.
Talking heads.
Do you truly believe that Meek Mill is having sex with Diddy?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
That's it. Like, that's what because I'm like, bro, this shit is, and this is because my thing is the whole academic Meek Mill thing is unfortunate because it just ain't had to go there, right? Because on one side I do feel academics where it's like, bro, like if you ain't do it, just say I ain't do it. Like he was bringing up the Usher thing, like when they were talking about the herpes, and Usher never said nothing about it, and I guess it just blew over. Like it's like, bro, I'm not about to feed into that nonsense. He don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But Usher also was in this court case as well in the paperwork, and it's like, bro, I just came out the Super Bowl. I'm not feeding into this foolishness, bro. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill on the other hand is like, bro, if you ain't do it, just say I ain't do it, or you ain't had to say nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the over use of tweeting is kind of making it worse. I can understand that. I see that. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I don't. If I'm doing media coverage, I'm not insinuating that Meek did it. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think that was what academics was doing either. You get what I'm trying to
say? I think Ak was just reporting the news and being funny.
Yeah.
He always does. I feel like Meek Mill takes things too far sometimes. I feel like his heart is connected to his Twitter fingers. So like whenever he gets triggered, he go right to saying stuff. He hasn't grown to the point where, and let me tell you something. A lot of my maturing happened in my late 30s, early 40s. Where I realized that a lot of the stuff that happens around me does not require a response, to where, I'll give you an example. 35, 36, I learned to not respond publicly, but I would still complain about it. 40, it was like I murmured about it. I might have been in the bathroom looking in the mirror. These motherfuckers, da, 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 da. At 44, now about to be 45, I don't even think about it. Somebody say,
honest, though.
I don't even, go ahead.
I want to be real, though. Everybody always trying to like single out Meek as if he's the only nigga that do this. Drake responds to everything. Literally, Drake shows us that he sees everything. He responds to everything, bro.
He does it in a different way. He doesn't always directly verbalize it, but he'll find some little cool way to.
He does it though. That's what I'm saying. He responds to everything. So what I will say is maybe he's responding to it wrong, right? Because again, Twitter, like you gotta understand, Meek Mill is independent now. You can use all of this for the bag. Why put it on Twitter for free? You can put it in your music. Well, now niggas want to hear your music, and now your numbers is going crazier. You know what I'm saying? Because you independent now. You getting that bag. But what I will say is, like, I hate when people trying to single him out as if he's the only nigga that's responding to people. And that's and to be real, that's part of the reason why we love certain celebrities now, because they're showing us that they are human.
But the reason why we clown on Meek is because Meek, we look at Meek as, yo, you supposed to be the coolest nigga in the room. When I look at Meek, I see power. I see status.
I see Meek was the cool. I've never seen or thought
Meek is a cool nigga, yo. Like I mean,
never thought Meek to be the coolest nigga in the room. If anything, I could say the realest nigga in the room. And when it comes to, and it's funny because I had this conversation about the Jay-Z.
Being real and cool ain't the same. They ain't all.
It ain't.
That's
And let me
dope.
tell you why.
I
Let me tell you why.
like
Like I had the conversation about Meek Mill being a new Jay-Z, right? Meek probably will never be the new Jay-Z because certain things Jay-Z didn't do, and we starting to see it now, right? Like think about it. Jay-Z just now got on the stage on the Grammys and saying Beyonce probably should have won more, right? We ain't never really see him speak up on things like that too much, him or Beyonce, right? But he's in a position to be able to do that. We look at people who've done that and we see what it done to their career. We talk about a Dame Dash. We talk about not even a Kanye West. Like Kanye West, he was fortunate because he was so talented. A lot of these people don't have that much. I don't want to say that much talent. They're not special. Like they're not Kanye special, right?
Right.
So Kanye was one of the few who was able to maneuver in his career, even though he had so much mouth, right? But for the most part, we see Monique. We see what he got her. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Oprah went through some of the same things in Baltimore, but she kept her mouth closed and she kept working. And then when she got older, she was able to tell her story because
I feel like she was in that space because she was still young and didn't have the ability to speak. But when she got older, she had her own platform. She could say whatever she wanted. She bought her independence. She bought herself out of slavery. So, and I'm only saying this because go ahead. Oh snap. I hope he be back in a second. You know what I mean? Y'all keep it locked. All right.
No,
you back?
Yeah, I get it. All
right,
I was saying was
run your lines. Go ahead.
Meek hasn't reached that level of success yet, and he might not, right? And that's okay. He's really successful. My thing is he got to find a better way to do it. And what I was saying about being a cool and real, right? I always look at Meek being the realest nigga in the room, but we all know that real don't get you nowhere. But when I was making a comparison of Jay-Z and Meek, it was from a standard of the environment that we came from and what he's done coming from a similar environment that me and a lot of my peers come from, right? That's what make him special. But guess what though? The things he's saying and how he responds is how we would respond before we knew better. If that makes sense. So so on one part of it's like, man, nah, don't do that, Meek. How we know that we know better than that, right? But on the other end, it still feels kind of good because it's like it makes him seem normal. It makes him seem human. It shows us, bro, that's me. Like that's what I want to do. Not saying it's right. I'm not making no excuses for it. I'm just saying
I'm not. That's not my frustration at all. Because everything you're saying is right.
But think about it, I had to learn. I was the same nigga that was tweeting about 92Q, but I wanted a job at 92Q, right? Flo was telling me about that. I was the same nigga on Twitter talking big shit. Why? Because I didn't know any better. So when I look up and I'm like, damn, there's a nigga that's successful who like me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying when I say he's the Jay-Z of our generation, because when it comes to where we come from, right? He's doing it at a level we haven't seen before. Like from being able to see and touch. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm gonna say this because you made a statement about like he's at the height. I mean, like I feel like he's at a new height, and I feel like Meek still could go higher
for sure, 100%.
I feel like he's one dope record or two dope records away from being like in a different class, because for you to be independent and have this much impact is crazy. You know what I mean? So all he has to do is continue managing his money, continue doing what he's doing, keep making dope music. I haven't listened to the whole EP, but I heard some of the records and they fire. I'm like, bro, like I feel like he's in a new place. You know what I mean? I think your generation has redefined how hip hop has to be. Because back when I was young, it was 3-4 albums and you out of here. There was no put 10, 20 years on the game like that. We hadn't seen that until now. We got Nas, we got Jay, and y'all get to enjoy the fruits of that.
You know what I'm saying? What the Meek situation is, imagine if you talked about this in the music. Imagine if you was like, you know what, damn, I got heathenism about to drop. I'm gonna pause that. I'm about to give you a 3-pack right now, and we talking about all like the shit that's going on. Imagine you put in the music.
Would you feel like that would be real Meek Mill though? Like, because I feel like there's a huge the core audience that loves Meek don't want to hear him rap about him being annoyed by academics. Let me address the Diddy mess. You know what I mean? I don't feel like people want to hear that.
I don't know. I feel like it might not be real. It might not be real Meek Mill, but it would be smart and strategic Meek Mill. You're independent now.
Got you. I got you.
You probably just gave $500,000 away just by tweeting shit.
Got you.
You could have made probably $500,000 just by talking about it in the music.
Word. Okay. All right. Well, all right. Let me ask this question, right? If you was Meek and you was in that situation, the allegations come out. It's not really an allegation. They name you in some documents. And you got an album coming out. Because let's remember that. So even him responding could be rollout nowadays. Like, and that's crazy, is that everything becomes rollout. Yeah. Do you lean into this, or do you just pivot and just focus on the music? I'm asking you if you was in that position.
I don't know. You know, it's funny. We seen something similar, right? And I thought this was it was disheartening. It was disappointing, but it is what it is. So Lotto and Ice Spice, right? Ice Spice thought the Lotto song was about her, so she made the fart, essentially, whatever the song is, right? So Lotto goes to our hood, take a picture with the pickup truck with the Suburban. She's like, you know what I'm saying? So we thinking she about to drop this crazy diss track. Whole time she just dropped the video to her music video. She just dropped a music video. So she ain't do nothing different, but she did take advantage of the hype things, the moment that was around her, right? She ain't make no different song. And it was disappointing because we thought she's about to drop some fire diss track when she just so really like she gave it some attention, but she didn't, right? So she went to New York, took the picture, but she ain't make a different song. So we like, bro, we thinking you about to drop some fire diss record. You dropped the same song we already heard. We don't want to see this shit. But I say that to say it's ways around it. You get what I'm saying? So like me personally, I'm not a rapper. I don't know. It's easy to say what you would do in a situation, but I probably just be like, man, y'all niggas crazy. Y'all try mind if y'all thought this was me. You feel me? Like that's me. Or I probably the space I'm in, I probably wouldn't even respond. I probably respond. That's some allegations that just bro. Some allegations.
I got a crazy question to ask you. It has nothing to do with none of this shit. Because this shit just popped in my head. Say a female potter comes out and just goes nuts on you. On some just fake bullshit, just talking shit. Maybe she wanted to get on a pod, you ain't had a time, whatever. But she got a name. She got a following and a name. Do you A, respond yourself, or do you B, let your wife get on the joint and go and then wifey go nuts and then y'all go beat the shit out of her together? Like I feel like Scorpio wrestling beat down shit. I think that shit would be so fire. Would you let wifey respond?
Man, for what? That shit is goofy. We grown as bro. We grown. That shit is corny as fuck. But that shit happened to me before. Remember when I did the interview with the girls from
Oh yeah. I remember
the whole response. I wonder if I could pull it up. Let me see. They did a whole response on me. Like,
kicking the hornet's nest.
No, I'm just saying, like they did a whole response.
Shout out to my nigga DJ Jesse Jess. Yo, what's up? Good. What's up, my G?
What people in the comments?
Y'all need to jump in them comments, man. Let us know what's good. Let us know what's good. Y'all ain't gotta just sit there in voyeurism land. You know, we just having conversation, talking about pop culture conversations.
Yeah, so I don't even like. I seen they had responded to me or whatever. And I thought it was just fake. I ain't say nothing because I'm like, bro, this is crazy. I was frustrated. I was upset because I'm like, damn, like I really try to like. I was really on some positive shit with these girls for real. So the fact that you come out and just lie like that. I left it alone, but yeah, I got upset. But I mean, bro, I'm a grown ass man, bro. Like one thing about me, I never been the guy to like pop off at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like I always been a high head. Like if we fight, but I ain't about to.
I was about to say that. Yeah, you more of a go to 2 piece and a biscuit to a nigga head versus having some big argument. That's just not your vibe.
I ain't with the arguing shit. I ain't with the back and forth, man. That's the one thing I'm not doing for sure.
I'm sorry. So my next question is, what's in Jay Hill's playlist, yo? What are you listening to? Like when you in the gym, you working out? Like what are you listening to?
Yo, Kanye West album is all right, bro.
Here we go. I knew it. I knew he was gonna go right to Vultures, yo. Okay.
Well,
I'm with you. Look at this. The internet don't want Kanye to win. Soon as my man Jay Hill he was about to get on his Kanye's defense bag, and it freezes up. This is real.
The first thing
you started freezing up. There he went. All right. So What I want everybody to do, jump in the comments, tell me what are you playing in your playlist right now? What are you listening to? You know what I mean? What I just need to know. Cause I need some new music to play with. It's March. Hold up. It's March is my birthday month. March the 31st. Your boy's turning up. I need music for this month. So, all right, Jay's back. Give me the vulture stick.
Clearly, I need the Ethernet cord, right? But
facts.
I wasn't even on no Kanye West shit. I was saying, what'd that say?
What is that? Oh, the Meek Mill 504. Well, he produced that joint?
No, that's Meek Mill Heathenism EP. That's what I'm listening to.
Shit. Oh, okay.
But outside of that, I've been listening to Kanye West. Kanye West projects fire. Yeah, I think it's good. There's the only two things I've been listening to. Let's see. Recently played Drake, of course. You see Kanye West. I got Kanye West College Dropout and Kanye West Vultures one. Some Lil Wayne. This my recently played.
That's fire right there. Okay, I see you. Damn, he got College Dropout on that joint. Oh, you really a Kanye stan, boy. You in it. Yo, all right, so if Kanye was to drop his own streaming service, we'll move all of his music off of regular shit and put it on his own streaming service, you signing up?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't be caring about this stuff that much. It's like, if it's convenient, cool. I'm about to go for a run. You know what I'm saying? Put it on, play it in the headphones, but man, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't want to ask you this. What do you feel like? How do you feel about the state of like podcasts right now?
Yo, I'm being completely honest, and I had this conversation the other day. I think this is the greatest time in podcasting because this is what it is. Like, this is the level out period. The ones that's really about the game, they gonna be in it for the win, and they're gonna get creative and they're gonna make it work. The ones that thought they was gonna be able to go in 6 months and get a big bag and get rich, guess what? They quitting. You know what I'm saying? In Baltimore, there's a whole new batch of podcasters. There's only a small handful that's still consistent. So like I feel like when you see stuff like Shannon Sharp and the Cat Williams, and now everything Shannon Sharp doing crazy. People sitting there, yo, think about it, bro. Who used to watch 3-hour interviews, bro? When was the time when you used to watch 3-hour? But now you and I both, don't even lie, bro. You sit there and watch at the least 45 minutes watching stuff. We are trained now to enjoy that. Like, I put on podcasts before I put on music nowadays.
Yeah, facts.
I was in a meeting with one of my artists, and it was like, yo, I was telling them niggas, like, y'all niggas not only are competing with music now, y'all competing with podcasts. You know what I'm saying? And them joints is dropping every week. So I think we in a great time period where good content can come out. It's going to challenge you to do better. You know what I mean? Not to waste time. All right. Shout out to King Otto. He said blessings from Parkville. Shout out to you, my G.
Yeah.
Shout out to and just when he starts breaking up. That's crazy. So what I'm telling people is get inventive, get creative, find different ways to present. Don't feel like you can do the same thing everybody else doing. Like, I do this. I love doing this. So like me and Jay, he'll talk like this behind the scenes all the time.
Go ahead.
So like me and Jay talk like this all the time. Me and my team on my whole YouTube channel, my VVC Life YouTube channel, that's all we do is talk. So like to me, and I've got more shows that focus on certain things. Master P, bourbons, laces stay in rotation. What's laces? Lax. Stay in rotation. Yo, Will, what are you referring to? Like, I already know who Master P is.
Are you
Master P bourbons. I'm on my Instagram.
Oh wow, that's fire.
I'm just streaming on my Instagram. So like Will in there talking crazy, talking about man, he listening to Master P and Lax stay in rotation.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what I was gonna say is
yo, the internet don't want him to be great today. The internet does not want him to be great. So while we waiting for him to get reconnected, we in a new time. I shout out to Cairo. Oh, the king. What is it? The king of Cairo.
I agree.
I just connected with them guys. We did an interview a couple days ago. Man, they get an audio drama and put it online. You know what I'm saying? Where you can listen to it. We got some other people that are doing murder mysteries. I got another homie that's doing like they doing like Black History joints. Like there's a lot going on in the podcasting space. Yo, Jay, you back?
Yeah, I'm back, bro.
All right. So yeah, I was only saying that there's a lot going on in the podcasting space that where people are really starting to stop feeling like they can be a talking head. Everybody ain't blessed to be this. Like Jay is one of them ones, bro. He's a special one where this is where he can get paid. Everybody can't expect to get paid doing that. And if you are, you got to be ready to go in 5 days a week. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I need to go in 5 days a week. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I agree with you. Podcasting is in a special spot only because the money is leaving, right? The people are leaving, so it's showing you who is serious. So once we can see who's serious, then we can see who really get the money, right? So I think podcasting is in a special spot if you know that, but also it's in it can be scary for young creators. Because again, you gotta understand, people got jobs, people got bills, so people trying to manage podcasting, which is a lot, and be able to manage their full-time job, go to work, pay the bills, take care of their family. So it's hard. So it can be scary. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, if you have a small podcast, if you got a podcast in general, I think this is the time that you want to double down. Yeah. Right. And this is going to kind of show you, like, this is that hard time. What they say, hard time build character. This is the hard time for podcasters. And I think depending on how you look at things, is it can be how you look at this, right? Because I think I don't even know if Spotify is giving out podcast deals anymore, right? They not doing that. And even when I'm talking about even when I'm looking for like networks, they looking for 60,000 downloads a month. Man, if I get a 60,000 downloads a month, I don't even need you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they looking for outrageous numbers. What companies are looking for though they're looking to have their own, they're looking to own their own IP. So have shows that like to have their own shows and maybe hire you as talent. And I'm all right with that. I ain't upset with that. You know what I'm saying? But I think podcasting it definitely came and got saturated quick. But what I will say, 100%, I feel like the content game is where everybody should be. And I said this on Twitter, and I said I wasn't going to say anything at the time, and I'm going to bring it up now. I feel like content, if you have a business, if you're a professional at something, if you are somebody that's just good at something, I think you are ahead of the curve when it comes to content. You know why? Because you're a professional at it and you can talk about it, right? Like, whereas though, and I use myself as a guinea pig, whereas though I'm good at making content, so I can tell you how to make the content, and that's good, right? That's good. But sometimes I wish I was a professional in another space so I can talk about that space in my content and I can make money twice. So if you are a professional or something, content is the way for you to make money twice, because I make money on content. Right. But I don't have I'm not a professional in another space. Right. So my only way of making money now is being a professional in the content and maybe selling a t-shirt, or maybe like renting a space, or creating content for somebody, right? Whereas though if you're a professional, hypothetically, let's say a real estate agent. I was just telling my friend about this. Shout out to my guy. I'm like, bro, you are really good at real estate. Imagine if you just got online and talked about real estate. Just let's say if you carved out 1 day of a week just to shoot content, right? And you did 2 hours worth of just giving straight real estate game 1 day a week, and then you chop that game up into 10 different pieces of content. You could have content for the week, and you only did one, and you only recorded one time. This is why I say that if you're a professional at something, you are ahead of the curve in content, because now you can create fire content, and guess what? Now you can have a funnel to other things to make more money. Yo, this is the game, man. If you want to learn more, make sure you holler at me. Just click the link in my bio. You know what I'm saying? You can have an ebook, you can have a class. Yo, it could be something simple as, bro, this is how I got my real estate license. This is the things that I look for when I'm trying to get my real estate license. These are the things that I'm looking for to avoid when I'm getting my real estate license. Stay away from these type of people. This is game that people want to know. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody somewhere who wants to get into real estate and like, oh wow, I know this. Now they're skipping some steps. And now, you know, we pay for convenience. Now with somebody that's going to pay you to do it for them, yo, shit, I'll just pay you if you could find a way to do it for me. And now, bro, it's so, bro, if you're a professional, I'm trying to, and I'm not trying to, not a rant, but I mean it, like
That's real.
like it really just showed me, like, bro, even with makeup, I was telling my wife, like, yo, you get good at makeup. Now, eventually, what you do is now you create your own makeup line, or you create your own type of lip liner or whatever. Now, after you create that, you have some more success. You create a class, right? Teach you how to do makeup. Like it's man, content is really the space to be in.
I agree with that, but I definitely feel like everything can be content. It's how you do it. Your life can be content. Yo, this in this time period, it's so real to be with Truman. Remember that movie? It was like the Truman Show where Jim Carrey was in a bubble and they recorded every moment of his life from the time he woke up to the time he went to sleep. Like all of that is a reality, yo. There are people lonely in the world that watch mukbangs so they can feel connected to somebody. There are people that watch other people talk. You can read the newspaper. They got people that got millions of views because the human experience is something that people will always be fascinated by.
I want to
go ahead.
Sorry, I apologize. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. What I was gonna say, the last thing I was gonna say is that even the journey to learn a new skill. So, say if you was like, yo, Jay Hill wants to learn how to play baseball, you can put the camera on you every day and be going through the process of learning and then showing people how you learn. And then as you learn, you can give people tips and tricks. So like, man, the content game has an infinite ability, infinite, possibilities for you to monetize, build an audience. And I would say people get too caught up on monetization. Audience building is what you need to do. If there's no audience, there's no monetization. So the focus should not be on money. The focus should be on how can I find the audience for me? How can I amass them? And then how can I feed them so that they will be happy? Because once you find the audience, you feed that audience, they're going to in turn want more of it. And guess what happens? It's yo, I need you to buy this t-shirt so I can do another video. Oh shit, I want another video. Boop, boop. Yo, sign up on the Patreon. I got more content here. Boop, boop. Oh shit, I need that. Boop, boop. Like my addiction now, and this is why I be trying to tell people, you got to train your audience. Joe Budden has done a phenomenal job of training me to, whenever the tickets come out and he coming to Baltimore, I'm going to see it. When the merch come out, I'm going to buy it. The Patreon is out there. Yeah. Like I was doing 25 for a while, but when I got broke, it was like, shit, all I could do is just $5, but I'm going to do that because I'm going to get.
You see how, look at that. You said, when I got broke, I'm still going to pay $5 though. Cause that's how much
I need that extra episode, that 1 or 2 episodes, bro. Cause
and I'm going to say, you're right. It's not even like it's building an audience, but more importantly, it's building a community of people. So now we feel like a family, right? So like and this is what I'm learning. And this is why I don't want to say I'm cutting back, but like I'm being more intentional with my content. Yo, your community is the biggest thing, because when all this shit fails, when Instagram don't like what I said, when YouTube don't like what I said.
What he was about to say is, whenever don't like what you're saying, there will always be Patreon where his content can be. And y'all can find him on patreon.com/Mr_J Hill. Or it might be, I don't know, let me check. It might be Mr. J Hill. It might just be Mr. J Hill, but let me double check, because I want y'all to make sure, if y'all haven't done so, sign up for Mr. J Hill, boy. His Instagram is tracking. He came back and then he flew away again. Hold on. I think I almost got it. Hold up. It's Mr. Aw. Damn, what's going on, bro?
Bro, I told you, bro, I need the Ethernet cord. But yo, like, content is king and community is king, right? And I'm gonna say something.
Yo, you started breaking up again. All right. So what I want to do while I'm waiting for him to come back is, let me see. Okay, you good? And he was out. All right. Let's see if I can get this. Will it let me put it up on? Nope. So like, yeah, getting back to what he's saying, just trying to keep things, moving while he's getting his stuff fixed, is Community building is super important. So, and I don't want to turn this into election either, but the having this is important because not only is there a group chat now, there's a connection to a Discord. You have the ability to sell individual pieces of content. So if he had documents he wanted to sell, if he wanted to have his own movie that he wanted to sell, there's a store there. But most importantly, you get a direct connection to the man himself. So when you sign up on a Patreon, you get that exclusive access. You get the exclusive videos. All of these are so freaking important, bro. You know what I mean?
And outside of just like exclusivity, right? Is the chance to support your favorite creative, right? So if you should see on mine, I stopped doing the 5, 10, 15. I just got like I got one for $2.99. Like, yo, just you know what I'm saying? I'm just supporting it, and I got one for $5. It's like, bro, we just gonna keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? $3 and $5. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to build the community because that's the most important thing. And then as I grow, I can raise the price or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Word.
So it's just it is what it is, man. I also what I was gonna say is a lot of people might not agree with what I'm about to say, but what I will say is you don't even, a lot of people say, yo, be creative. And I'm gonna say something that's might be a little different. You don't even have to be the most creative. Think about it like this. You just gotta find a void to fill. When I was at DTLR radio, right? The freestyle platform wasn't the most creative. Honestly, it wasn't creative at all. Everybody did freestyle. I wasn't the first person to do freestyles in Baltimore. I wasn't the first person to do freestyles in the music industry. But guess what? It was successful because I filled the void where I was at. And I don't even think I was the only one doing freestyles in Baltimore at the time. I was able to put my own twist on it, make it look a certain way, make it feel a certain way, and I was me. So some people gravitated towards me, and that's all you need. All you need is a group of people who's going to gravitate towards you. I'm not saying go out here and copy people. All I'm saying is if you have an idea and it might be something similar to somebody else, don't allow that to stop your progress or stop you from creating because you think you don't want to seem like you're copying anything. If you have an idea, you like it, you're different. So naturally it's going to be different. It's going to be different because you're not the same. Unless now, if you're out here just intentionally trying to be the same, now you're going too far. But I'm saying don't allow your need to be different stop you from creating content because you think it's the same as somebody else. Bro, I did freestyles and it was really successful in Baltimore. And guess what? The way I did it, it wasn't really that special. It wasn't really that creative. And I'm just being honest. And it worked.
That's a fact. I think it wasn't simple, but it wasn't complex, but it wasn't simple either. I was going to say your attention to detail has always been one of the things that made you stand out from everybody else. You making sure you had a great camera. You making sure you was obsessed with, I gotta get one of them radio microphones so that it'll be this. All right, I gotta have a mic stand. I gotta have a backdrop. I gotta have, like, you know what I mean? You made sure that the lighting was a certain way. Like, so there was definitely something that made you stand out from everybody else. And just to let everybody know, I just signed up for the J Hill Network. So if y'all haven't done so, sign up right now. Come on, bro. Let's get 3 people on here. Let's get 3-4 people to sign up, man.
Yeah, we're trying to get 3 subscribers on my Patreon.
There you go, man. It's only $3. Y'all ain't hurting nothing.
Go to patreon.com, J Hill Podcast. It's only $3. We just trying to get 3 people to sign up. Yo, boom. What's my guy name? Sleepy. Because you know it's funny. You say I always had an eye. That's something I learned over time. This is what I want people to understand. Matter of fact, let's go to Marty. I think this might have been my first one. I'm gonna go to my this is my first freestyle.
And here's the other thing. Jay was also good at finding the artists that had impact and getting them to come and be a part of it. Because it wasn't just about, even though it was about bars, it was really about impact and him providing a way for people to see that artist in a different light. So, like, you know what I mean? Marty is a popular street artist in Baltimore. Before J Hill, I don't think there was many people. I don't think there was anybody that was like, all right, let me give this dude a real radio station look. You know what I'm saying? Like, And for him to be able to just come in, spit some bars, and slide, I think that's critical.
I just wanted to show you something because you commended me for like always having to look good, but that came with time because I didn't know any better at first, right? And if you look at this, right, I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get copyright infringement on my own self, but whatever. This don't look the best. Like it's the camera's shaky. Look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not the best quality. But I say that to say, don't just like if you have an idea, bro. And I mean this. People always ask me like, "Yo, give me some advice to do a podcast, bro." If you have an idea, the best advice I can give you is to get started because when you get started, it's going to show you that you're serious. One, you're going to have you're going to get a chance to see if you like it, right? And if you do like it, you're going to start to put time in that you wouldn't put if you ain't start. And now you learn what you like and what you don't like, how you want to do it. You got to make some of these mistakes. I can't just like a lot of people. We look at y'all look at my destination and compare it to your process or where you are, right? Like, don't look at my destination compared to where you are because I put a lot of time into this, and I learned. I made a lot of mistakes. I'm still learning. You get what I'm saying? But it's some effort that I'm putting in now that I wouldn't put in if I didn't start. If that makes sense. So, bro, all I'm saying is like, if you really want to do this content stuff, just get started. And I know it's intimidating. Like, I'm not about to sit up here. It's things I want to do that I'm doing now that is like, I'm kind of scared to do it. But I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm going to just do it. I'm going to tell you something that somebody told me. Shout out to Ian, actually. They never remember what you failed at. That was probably some of the best advice I got, bro. Because it helped me overcome that fear of not wanting to look like not a deadbeat, but like a flop. Nobody wants to seem like a failure. I'm gonna keep it 100%, right? Nobody wants to seem like a failure. But when he said that, I'm like, damn, that's real shit. He's like, bro, nobody remember what wasn't successful.
Right.
So that gave me the confidence to go do mad things. Now I'm about to do a few things because if it's not good, you ain't gonna remember anyway. You only remember the good things. You only remember the congratulations. So hey, let me try to go create some congratulations. And if I fail in the meantime, who cares? To be honest, and Ian said this, I failed much more times than I'm successful. It's just the time that I was successful was really successful.
Facts. Yo, shout out to is that EAZIE? Easy? Yo, Easy. I need you to do something for me. I just put a link in the group chat. Click on that. It's only $3, yo. Just sign up. I'm trying to get 2 more people to sign up, bro. And look, I'll even do this for you. If you sign up right now, I'm going to have Jay Hill send you the link and you could be on the show with us. And same thing with King Odo. Same thing with whoever's watching on VVC Life. Sign up on this joint right now. Come on, bro. Let's get something going. Let's get the ball going.
I like this.
Let's get the support ball going, man. Like y'all be saying y'all want Jay Hill to interview Jay-Z and all these niggas, and y'all ain't put a penny up, you lazy sons of monkeys. Come on, like yo. This stuff costs money. He got a whole family, man. He just had a baby. Y'all can't put something on the baby. Put $3 on the baby today.
And matter of fact, I'm gonna upload my I did the interview with Stally that used to be in MMG. I'm gonna upload that to the Patreon today.
Yeah. There you go. So look, y'all got a brand new Stally interview. He actually got a bunch of interviews on there that's only exclusive to the Patreon. So yo, sign up on it. It's only, like he said, it's only $3, man. Show some love. And look, if y'all do this, if I get 2 more people today, then I'll live stream with this nigga tomorrow. So like every day, y'all gotta pay for it, baby. You know what I mean? Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the support in the family. And don't forget, it's my birthday. So look, I'm gonna throw my birthday wish away. Go ahead, sign up for him for my birthday.
Yo, when exactly is your birthday, bro?
The 31st of March, baby.
Yes, sir. Ski.
31st of March. You know what I mean? We got the boat trip. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be on the boat on Saturday. I'm going to Fogo on Friday, and then I'm hitting up Rusty Scuppers on Sunday.
Yeah, nah. So wait, so you're a backpack rapper, right?
Past tense.
I mean, not rapper, but like a backpack rap fan.
Yeah.
So somebody I was saying, because I'm on IG Live too. Somebody just said Stally did a song with KD. It's cool. Yo, KD gives me like, I don't want to say backpack rap, but like purist rapper, like MC. Like like KD was giving me like MC type rapper, if that makes sense.
Agree.
But I wouldn't have thought that coming from KD. Like I thought he was going to give me young, kill, pants sagging, like shoot him up, bang bang vibes.
Kill pants sagging. I'm riding with you. I'm going with you. Go ahead.
That's what I thought he was going to give, bro.
Nah, man. Nah.
Bro, he was smooth, yo. Yo, we on YouTube, bro. We on Mr. J Hill Network YouTube. Make sure you pull up.
I know at least 20. Oh, it's 12 of y'all on here. Oh, yo, and y'all ain't signed up yet. Hey, tell them fools to sign up, man. $3, yo. Fuel as a diesel fuel TV. Sign up, bro. I'm about to go through your whole list and start calling people out. This Boomer 335. You need to sign up on J Hill. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this thing in the group chat, bro. So we try
get the Patreon popping.
Yeah, bro. We need 2 more people to sign up on the Patreon.
But now, man, let's finish the conversation, man. They gonna sign up. So I think we talked about the Meek Mill. We talked about the Diddy situation. We talked about podcasting a little bit. Do you think, I'm curious, is signing a deal the right way to go nowadays? I feel like everybody's independent.
Yo, I feel like every situation is completely unique. And I know niggas feel like this is a cop-out statement, but it's real. Like, all right, let's just say if I'm a writer, right? And I made a bunch of bread and I have relationships in a certain building and they're going to give me a sweet deal with a nice little upfront check and I can remain, have the freedom to do what I want. Why wouldn't I want to take that deal? But if I'm completely independent and I built an audience, say if you spend we build an audience over here and then you and I decide to do a group album together. What the hell do we need a label for? We already got the audience. So I feel like the situation is unique for each person. You know what I mean? You need to figure out what's best for you and how it works best. You might have a cousin that running a label and he might be able to put you up with a sweet situation. But also you might be poor as hell and got a record and then start taking off. You haven't either you may not have learned how to monetize yet. You still going through a bunch of stuff and you trying to stay out the streets and you might have a crappy deal. The only thing I tell people is if you want to take on a crappy deal, just make sure the crappy deal don't last your whole life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. If I got to take an L to get 200,000, all right, yo, I'm gonna give you 3 albums. And like, let's get these 3 albums done.
I feel a little bad. I'm gonna say why, because what happened to that rapper, that saying all the time. I used to always say that, and I kind of feel bad that I said that, because now that I'm thinking about it, I feel a little different. I would rather, if of course I would love to be a superstar, right? But if I'm a rapper, I would love to have a hit song and to the world think I fell off, because guess what? That hit song just gave me such an audience that I didn't have. Right. So to us, to the consumers, we think, oh, they fell off. But guess what? Now they're in a position to have real fans that they never would have had.
That's the truth.
And that's success.
That's true.
That's successful now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then it still comes down to the willingness to learn what needs to be learned, how to tap in and make that audience be what they need to be for you, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because you can have an audience and you don't know what to do, or you too self-conscious to ask them for nothing. You don't want to reach out, and you just assume that people just supposed to just shower you with money, and that's just not how the game works. A lot of people assume because you in a certain position that you're successful. You got money. You Meek Mill. You're a millionaire. Like, why I need to buy a record? Why do I need to buy a t-shirt? Like, and it'd be like Meek might just be putting it on for the camera. You don't know. So it might be important to, man, this is a journey, man. It's not
also important. No, you're right. I like this conversation because it's also important to provide value for the audience to make them want to support you, though. Like Joe Budden has this something that we've never seen before in a sense of adding value of just entertainment. Like, right. I don't want to downplay what he's doing, but it's like I don't think he's doing anything out like unusual. He's just entertaining us with his friends, with the conversations that he want to have, and it's entertaining to us. So we're willing to spend $5, $10, $15, even $25 on his Patreon because that is value. So we have to understand what is special and unique about us that people will love, and we have to continue to show that. I think a lot of times what happened is we show something that's unique and special. And then when we get known for it so much, we want to run away from it. Like I get so many times I interview somebody and they're like, man, I don't even want to talk about this. I'm tired of that. Or like, man, I'm tired of this rap. I might start doing country music. Because when something works, all people know you as is this one person. And it's like, you want to run away from that because you want to be seen as multifaceted. You want to be seen as something different. You want to show people that you're more than just this. And it's like, that's okay. But it's like, bro, why strip the bag away when you have it right there in your face?
That's a deep conversation. Man, I'm not even prepared to follow up with that. That's deep. I don't know, bro. I the only thing I can say out of this scenario is on this journey, and this is the best reply I could give you. The best thing you could do for your life is to always be open to learn, because what information you don't have is going to be the death of you. So always be on this path to finding out how I can get to the solutions I need for every situation. And information comes from everywhere. Homeless niggas on the street got info. You know what I'm saying? Executive got info. The dude that's scrubbing the floor got info. Yo, everybody got a name, a connect, a person. We all 6 degrees of separation from success. And that's a deep statement. There's 6 people around you, and 1 or 2 of those 6 people can connect you to the thing you need to get you to the next thing. The question is, are you paying attention? Are you listening? Are you asking questions? Are you opening up to people? I feel like one of our greatest flaws is that we've been taught to bottle everything up and keep everything inside. So you might need something, but you've been taught to never ask for anything or never say anything. So, and because you want to give off people think success is never asking for nothing. No, every successful person I know is either asking for information, connections. They the biggest askers of the world.
If anything, Jay, success is mastering the ask. It's mastering asking for something.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, it's technical. It's like, because how cool can you ask me to give you money? Like, how can you manipulate this in a way to make me feel good about spending my money with you? Right. And I think that's what Joe has done. It's like, bro, no, I'm not giving y'all no regular content all the time. Now you got to pay for this. But it's like, I'm gonna make you think that I need to pay for it because it's me.
But let me take it a step further. He's also gone above and beyond what every podcaster is currently doing. So like every podcaster is doing 1 a week. I'm giving you 2.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna also give you another 2 more a week. But yo, give me some bread for it. So not only am I performing, I'm already performing above and beyond what everybody in the marketplace is doing. So I'm proving myself to you by outworking everybody. But then I'm still working further than that, and the only thing I'm asking you to do is support what I'm already doing.
That's crazy. That's fire.
That's the part of it. Then let's talk about the other element. If we're going to get into Joe talk, let's get into real Joe talk. As much as people want to talk shit about my dog, and he is a dickhead. Let's clarify something. Joe Budden lies all the time, but it's comedy. Like, nigga, like let's be real. He don't take shit serious.
He's a master manipulator for sure.
He's a master manipulator. Number 2, he's a womanizer like a motherfucker, and he's self-admitted to be a womanizer. You know what I mean? And number 4, he's an asshole. And he contradicts himself all the time. 1 minute he'll say he love artists, the next minute I hate these niggas, because that's he's a fucking Virgo. All right, let's get away from that, but that's just who he is. So when you can reconcile that in your brain and put all of that to the side and just recognize that when I press play on this, I'm being entertained. There's a group of people coming together. There's a huge amount of investment in himself, therapy. He's changed so much throughout the years. Even the fact that he can come in every show and say, I feel good. I'm having a great day. Like, you know what I mean? That's personal development. The fact that he has a set. Everybody else is in dark studios and everybody got all of this darkness. Guess what? He went and got white couches, white rooms. He got all of this foliage around him. You know what I'm saying? The windows in the background. You can see the sun outside. You can see the water. Man, that's intentional, baby. I'm giving you CBS in the morning. I'm giving you bright sunshine. Why? Because when people like me get up in the morning, I need that. I need that hot energy. I need that happiness to help me get moving in the morning and moving around. So that stuff makes a difference to me. I feel like a lot of people sleep on that, those adjustments, because he's counterculture to what everybody's doing. Oh, y'all in these dark studios? Cool. I'm in a bright space. You know, y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all want to talk down on people. Oh, we gonna make fun. We gonna have fun. Y'all trying to be super serious. I'm gonna have jokes. You know what I mean? So like that, those are serious, important elements that to me attract to keep me there. And throughout the year, the show changes nuancely. If you think about it, like right now, we in the stage of every episode, he starts to show out with some comedy. He wasn't doing that a year ago. You know what I'm saying? He's changed his segments ever so slightly throughout the year. So it's like you're getting new incarnations of the show. You got new people. Last year, the new people were Flip and Mel. Guess who the new people this year is? Keno and
Imani.
And Iman. You know what I'm saying? So like, and he's slowly getting us used to him not being there. That's intentional. He took that time off intentionally because he was like, I need to test this new team out to see if they can carry will the audience drop severely, or, you know, or is it going to maintain as I slowly start pulling away. So like, you know what I mean? This is, he's a very strategic person, man. I'm just going to be honest. I ain't going to watch it. Like when I saw the new episode when he wasn't in it, I just turned it off.
No, I said, what do you think is so special about Joe?
He's performative. His performance. It's all performance. He's like the mixture between a news broadcaster and the WWF wrestler. You know, the voice modulation, the pacing, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people don't pay attention to how, like, like the latest episode, he's like, oh, everybody's like, oh, Joe, you back. And he's like, no, stop. Let it breathe. Like, I want to, like, he knows how to make a moment out of dumb shit. You was gone for one episode and y'all, he's just like, yeah, let me talk about it. Joe's back. Like, you know what I mean? All of that performative fun, you know, you know, he got the sound effects. Oh, where the poor people at? Like, he knows how to make this whole, like, he knows how to build himself up to make himself look good. Does he believe it? No, he doesn't. I mean, he really doesn't. Like, but he doesn't.
I think he believes it.
I mean, there's always going to be a
really good at acting like he believes it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like he honestly disconnects himself from the public. I don't necessarily feel like I feel like that's performative. Like, oh, I'm better than y'all because I got money. He don't believe that shit. You know what I mean? That would never. And the only reason why I can tell you that is that there's survivor's guilt. He may not show it.
You think Joe has survivor's guilt?
He's been broke 90% of his life. He just got money 5 years ago. He's the same age as me. I'm gonna tell you right now, even at the height of BBC Radio, I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable. I always was like, at some point, the bottom's gonna fall out of this shit. I just kept feeling that way. I mean, because I kind of knew at the time. But I guarantee, even though Joe is probably having the most success he's ever had, there's always the, man, these niggas ain't really here for me, or like this ain't meant to be, or there's always going to be that. You're always going to be fighting against that part of yourself because you've spent so much time struggling, and it's hard to reconcile not struggling. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is.
Man, that's real. I ain't even think about it like that, because like it's funny because I felt like that when I came to Atlanta. When I first came to Atlanta with the 2 jobs and everything, I was going crazy. But I'm like, man, I kept thinking about, man, I was scared for my lifestyle to change. And I think eventually you get to a point where you're not scared of that anymore. I think you get to a point where you're thinking about other things. Like you're not thinking about the money going away because that's just inevitable. I think you're thinking about, like, you have other fears. Like, man, what happens if my cash changed? Right? Like, how do I like, I know the money ain't stopping because I'm gonna do what it takes. But now it's like I ain't worrying about the money, I ain't worrying about struggling, but I'm worrying about, okay, the cash. How do I keep my cash? How do I deal with the retention? You feel me? Like, I think so I don't know. That's big,
bro, because you get comfortable with people and they know you. So they know how to maneuver around you. And like people don't really put much credit on how important that is. You know, you teaching somebody how to operate within your ecosystem. And then you got to teach somebody new. That takes time, bro. And that person has to care enough to learn. Because there's so many people that's just there for a check. And they just there because, you know, whatever goofy shit is going on. So they'll never really try to invest themselves. So it's hard to find that. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, I definitely feel you, man. Like that's but let me tell you, the confidence part is when you really start understanding and you figure out, I'm not gonna say life because you'll never totally figure out life. But if you start figuring out that I know how I got here and I know how to get back here, then it's like you be willing to give up the big house, the big cars, if you know that, you know what, I'm gonna start from ground zero because this is what was wrong with the last building. These are the cracks in my support. I can rebuild it now and make sure that I reinforce so I don't have cracks. So like me, and the only example I can really give you, clearly is my own. So like when the radio station fell apart, I took time to say, all right, what went wrong? What was I doing wrong? Like what wasn't, and why, what was my biggest problem? Oh, I don't have a solid audience. I had a come and go audience. All right. When this person came in the building, the audience came and then they left. Another person came in, the audience came in and then they left. So it was like, all right, I needed to build my own audience. That was number one. The number two thing is that I needed more revenue streams that could secure the business over time. So that was another thing. Number three is that, something that somebody told me a long time ago was like, somebody was saying, Jay, you are the centerpiece of your company. Why aren't you at the forefront? And I was just like, I don't want to be the forefront. So he was like, all right, well, guess what? Every time you build somebody up, they're going to be forced to walk away. So you got to learn how to be the center point of your own business so that as you grow, you'll never leave your own business. That's just stupid. And he was like, and then what happens is you build two juggernauts. You become a juggernaut and your business becomes a juggernaut. And one works off of the other. And if you want to take your energy somewhere else, you can still support your own or whatever. And you're always going to be. And I was like, man, that's a deep statement. And that's when it was like, all right, I got to get cameras. It was like, all right, we got to find something different. I got to build differently. So then things kind of move from there. So like, that's just an example of when I already know how to rebuild another internet radio station. I could do that in a day. You know what I mean? But it's like, what was the point? All right, I saw the flaws in that system. But I see video podcast and video radio, what I call it, taking off. This is a whole new stratosphere. So it was like, all right, I need to get in here and I need to start learning, you know what I'm saying, and start building. And it was the same conversation you and I had years ago when you was like, man, I don't know what I want to do. And I'm like, nigga, just do the interviews, nigga, because you got access. Having access, that's half the battle.
And it's funny that you say that because me and Shans was talking. I think he about to drop out episode soon, but he was saying he's about to stop doing interviews. And I was like, me too, but let me rephrase that because I'm not going to stop doing interviews. I'm going to continue to do the interviews. It just might not be as much. Right. Because that would be me doing the same thing, like something I'm good at, stop doing it because I want to do something different. Now, I still want to do that. I'm still going to do that, but I'm still going to add an extra component to my content as well. And that's why the Patreon is super important. And that's why I made it $3 and $5 because it's like, $3 if you want to give it a try, right? If you get paid $5, that shows that I really support you. I want to build with you. You get what I'm saying? And I don't want it to be. I'm gonna treat the Patreon like I treat my content. What I mean by that is like my content. I don't ask people to support my content. Like I want you to watch it because you enjoy it. Don't listen it's podcast. Don't listen to a whole hour because you want to support me. Nah, do something that you want to do. And I want that to be the Patreon. I want people to go in there and if they really support it, they really enjoy it. Like we talk about Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that I really enjoy. I'm not just paying for it because I want to support Jay Hill, but it's a low ticket where you can do that if you want. But I really my goal is to have people who just want to be a part of it because that's how you're going to grow. That's how you become the next big thing. When you have people that support you because that's what they want to do and because it don't feel like support to them, it feels like it's one of their vices. Like that's what they do to get by, and that's really the goal of it. To go for it, to be honest, man.
Yeah, and as building a community, I feel like, man, there's courses that I've taken, like online videos and stuff like that, to learn how to community build. And I would challenge you to like, yo, this is America. We research and develop everything. And like, as you are building your Patreon, understand that there are elements that you have to learn, things that you need to learn to service your customer base. You know what I mean? And once you get there and you start realizing that it's just a job. It's not a miracle thing. I feel like the problem with our community is that we still think everything is magic. It's not magic, nigga. And it's not always that one person was meant to be and another person wasn't. Somebody did the work and somebody else didn't. And when work doesn't always mean turning on the camera. Work might mean doing the research, taking some classes, getting educated, finding people that already built the community and then going, how the fuck do you do this? And then listening to them and like, if you might have to throw them a couple dollars or whatever. Like, there are things that we need to be doing to expand our knowledge base so that we can be better at what we're doing. And then the other part is, it's easier for me to say this because this is what I do all of the time. I shamelessly ask for what I need. Hey, bro, I need y'all to sign up. I need you to, join that Patreon, bro. I'm going to send a nigga a link. I'll text a nigga the link. Like, when it gets closer to my birthday, I'm going to text Jay Hill the link to my Patreon and be like, yo, boy, sign up for my shit for my birthday, even if it's just for a month. And my hopes is it's not even necessarily about the $5. It's about maybe he'll log in and be like, damn, look at all this shit here. Oh, damn, this is funny. Oh, I like this. And all right, I might keep this for another month. You never know what people will do or like what they will end up enjoying.
But and also, that's a part of market research too. Like, like even like signing up for a JS1 Patreon, a Joe Budden Patreon, because I want to understand how they doing it at a high level. So let me sign up for a couple months just to see let's see how they posting their content. Let's see how much content they're posting. Let's see the type of content they're posting. Let's compare the content that they're posting on Patreon compared to YouTube. Like all of that is market research.
Yep. That's a fact. And then like, you know what I mean? There's other stuff like, man, there's so many people. There's so many niggas I discovered that got YouTube channels and they got Patreons that's cracking. Like I saw one of them 20 versus 1. Like 20 girls versus a rapper or 20 girl. Man, this one dude had a Patreon, had like 2,000 people sign up on that Patreon. But then what I realized was all of the censored stuff, they uncensored and put it behind a Patreon wall. I was like, oh, that's genius.
Yo, and you know what's funny?
That's crazy. Go ahead.
Talking about not having to be creative, but just being unique in your own way. Bro. You know what somebody could do? I probably wouldn't do it, but you know what somebody could do? They could do a 20 verse 1, but instead of like a male rapper, it could be like a female and 20 guys. Like that's not reinventing the wheel, just doing something different, like something that small. You get what I'm saying? Like it ain't the most unique. It ain't like we already see it. So shit, let me do something different.
Facts. They got them out there. They got him out there. Thick ass Daphne. She did a 20. It was just that. It's that. It was like 20 guys and her. Thick ass Daphne is a porn star. So like, you know what I mean. And the dudes is all kind of like trying to pitch to her, and it was really sad. It was really sad because the dudes. I swear to God, I hate this nigga. This nigga is so annoying. Like
I don't know how I'm maneuvering in the podcast space, really not paying attention to like mainstream stuff. Like you would think I did, but I be clueless, bro.
But you know who Thick Ass Daphne is, don't you?
Nah. Bro, you know the only porn stars I know is probably the old ones, like Pinky.
That's crazy.
I mean Mia Khalifa, but I never watched her.
Would you interview Pinky?
I would interview Pinky.
For real?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna reach out to her and see if she'll come through. That's crazy. You should do that. Mia Khalifa. Wait a minute, isn't she back doing porn?
I have no clue, bro.
I don't want to turn this into a porn segment.
No, I'm just saying, like, the only ones I know is the old ones. Like, who was my favorite? The brown skin chick with the 2 tattoos. What was her name? See, I don't even remember these, bro. Like, my childhood sucked coming up. Like, I don't have nothing that was just like, man, you know what, bro? I'm a diehard fan. They're like, what you like, bro? I be like,
yo, getting him to talk about anything other than work is really hard.
Yo, somebody asked, do you think we need more OGs in the music or just like young men and women? I seen Ray Daniels talk about this kind of something similar.
It's like I feel like the young people just need to listen when we say open your ears. And when we say that, it's like nobody's asking young people to blindly follow any one person. What we are saying is that open your ears and hear what they're saying and process it. And
like what? What do you mean?
Works for you. All right, let's say if all right, like you and me, like you'll call me and we'll have a conversation, and I'll just be talking. You'll listen to me and process it. You'll take out of it what you can use and what you can't use for that time period. There's two things that are important. Number one, the fact that I need to be willing to be patient and give you information and allow you time to grow. You need time to learn. Like everything I say, you're not going to take in all at once. It's gonna take time for you to process.
Stop there.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're right. I feel like, and that's what I think the problem is with old heads, though. Maybe not you. I feel like you see how you was able to articulate in a way. You will listen to what I say. You will take out what you want and fine, right? I feel like most old heads, they want you to listen to everything they say. It's like, bro, I don't have to, and that's not even just old heads. Like I've done business with so many people, and it's like they think I don't listen to them. Like, no, bro, I'm not about to listen to every single thing you telling me. And I might take out one piece of it. And just because I take out one or two pieces don't mean I'm not listening to you. And I feel like that's the disconnect sometimes with old heads and like the young kids, because some niggas just don't listen. But from my experience, you know what I'm saying? Like from my experience, it's like, I can listen and I might not agree with everything. And I can have a conversation with you and I might not agree with nothing, but that don't mean I'm not going to listen to you. That don't mean that I don't take what you say serious. But like you said, I feel like this is something that you probably had experience with or you've grown to understand. Like I might not get it right then and there, and that's fine. Like, I feel like old heads, they try to beat it over young heads. Like yo, you gotta listen, it's like, bro, relax, bro. Like
it's frustration because first of all, let me tell you, it's trauma from our space because we lived the mistake and we fear you having to go through it. And when you go through it, we're reliving it again. So like say, because if I love you, I want to see the best for you. So the last thing I would want you to do is get into some fucked up shit that I avoided, because now I have to sit here and watch you go through the pain of what I went through. So that frustration and all that is just a trigger. They are triggered because they feeling like, nah, man, like it's almost like talking to yourself and then you not being able to control yourself. You know what I mean? When I talk to you, sometimes I'm talking to me. And so if there's no people project their fears onto others. You are very correct, Raven. And Raven, right now, go to patreon.com/J Hill Podcast and sign up for $3. Can you do that for me, Ray? Please. I love you. Thank you. Because our goal is to get 3 people signed up. I signed up. If you sign up and then get one more person to sign up, we be lit today. So anyway, back to the point. Nothing is worse than somebody you love. Just imagine your daughter grows up. She turns 18 years old and you telling her about every bad dude and do bad things that bad dudes do. So like you was doing stuff bad. So your daughter comes and say, I met this boy, daddy, and he's so cool. And he was on a football team and he wants me to come and I'm gonna chill with him in the boys' locker room and all of that. And you like, hell nah, I don't want you doing that. That's a crazy idea. But she goes and does it anyway. And then she comes home with a story. It may not be rape, but it might just be some crazy inappropriate shit. Yo, imagine how much pain you're going to feel when the person that you love the most in the world is not listening to you. You're going to want to wring her neck. That's just what it is. And it's not because you don't love them. It's because if she's going through the pain, you're going through it again yourself. You don't want to do that. So,
no, it makes sense. And I'm not upset at that. I think that's a great way to communicate it. I don't know. I just know specifically I've had times where people will say I don't listen when it's like, bro, I'm not listening. It's just, I'm not even like, because that's a different analogy than what I'm talking about, right? Like that's giving somebody advice of that can make their life better, right? Or change their life. And because I've been through this, I want you to hear it's like kind of saying, don't touch the stove, it's hot. That's what you're saying, right? I'm saying more so of like ideas. Like somebody might give you an idea, yo, you should do this, you should do that. And it's like, bro, I don't want to do it. And just because I say I don't want to do it, that shouldn't be a knock to you, or that shouldn't be an insult to you, because I don't want to take an idea that you presented. I feel like a lot of old heads, well, not a lot, again, in my experience, some of the old heads or just peers in general that you talk to, they give you ideas and they give you like things you should do. And it's like, bro, I don't want to do that. But that don't mean that now you're like, yeah, man, I don't even want to tell Jay because he's not going to listen. Like, bro, what? Just because I didn't like those ideas, it might be one thing that you say that I really like and could change the trajectory of my career. But guess what? If I listen, if I did everything that you said I should do, then I would be you.
No,
it wouldn't be me. Like, if you told me,
it's totally true. Because you occupy a different space than the other person. So the thing is that what may not work for me could be totally working for you. You know what I mean? Because you are a different person sitting in a different
space. If you telling me, if you giving me suggestions of what I should do for my career, and I'm taking every suggestion you do, that's not like where's the like a part of somebody being
you.
Yeah, where are you? Like a part of people liking people for who they are is because they are them, because they move differently than everybody else.
But you can take somebody's suggestion. You can take somebody's suggestion and then put your own elements into it. You know what I mean? Don Corleone, Mr. J Hill Network. Did you sign up? Don Corleone, did you sign up?
I'm about to be bullying people to sign up for Patreon.
I'm sorry. I love you guys. Now sign up. So anyway, no, I'm saying there's a suggestion. All right, say for instance, if I'm like, yo, you should do some Casanat stuff. Yo, you need to do your Casanat. That don't mean you got to be exactly like him and get a big long room and then put this computer in one area and then have your homeboys jumping around in the background. You might have your own little spin on the idea. So you know what I mean? What you yeah. It's like, that's the more mature version of Casanat. You got flowers and furniture. You know what I mean? He ain't got none of that. He just got an open room. So I mean, like, yo, everybody has their way of doing something. Does that mean it's not going to work because it's somebody else's idea? Nah, bro. It's just you find.
So my thing is, if somebody say, yo, you should start doing some Casanat stuff, right? And if I just don't want to do it, that don't mean I'm not listening to you, bro. Like that just means I don't want to do it. I just feel like people.
What you have to say is, I don't feel like that fits for me.
But I feel like when you say that to people, when you say no, right? I feel like people get insulted by no. Like, bro, I don't want to do it. Like people get insulted.
No. I said it doesn't fit for me. I just don't feel like this.
Like people get insulted when you don't take their ideas. You're like, bro, that doesn't fit for me.
Oh man, and that's where it becomes important to find your people. You have to find your people. Everybody not for you. Everybody's not meant to be on your team. I only got 2 phone, brother. One on IG Live and the other one on YouTube. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Yo, I love you, boy. I love you. Hey,
shout out to Don Corleone, bro. That was dope.
Don Corleone, my guy. Bro.
What I was telling, let me say that before we keep on, because this is a good conversation. Yo, if you're on the IG Live, leave IG Live, come to YouTube, Mr. J Hill Network, because a lot of y'all commenting on IG Live and I can't see it. I'm not really paying attention.
And we want to put them on the screen.
Yeah, and I want to put it on the screen. I'm not really paying attention to it, so I want to put the comments on the screen and answer it. So come to YouTube, Mr. J Hill Network. But I appreciate you guys anyway. Yeah, man. I think that is like the biggest riff or quarrel between the youngins and the old heads. It's just that like old heads trying to give game or like trying to give you suggestions, and the youngins like want to do it their own way. But I feel like that can be fine. Both can intertwine. I feel like me and you have a pretty dope balance of that, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of people don't see that, right? And I don't think our relationship is the representation of young and old head. I feel like it's actually very toxic and kind of the opposite when it comes to most young and old head relationships.
Word. No, I get it. I mean, I'm probably not the oldest old head out here, but I also would like to say,
call you old, my bad.
No, that's fine. I'm old. But I think the most important thing is that I had to evolve. First of all, I started out as an artist. Everything you're doing, I've done. So I've had to learn patience. I've had to learn how to, I've learned how to have tried to learn how to become a better version of myself. A lot of times when you're dealing with different people, they just haven't gotten to that space yet. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to make myself seem bigger and better. Lucky 1020. Yo, is that Benny? Yo, Benny, what's up, my nigga? You see, I got you. You know what I mean? Got that shit on my face, girl. You know what it is. Anyway, so back to the point. It's all about, like I said, man. I keep going back to my same thing. You got to find your people, your team, your group, the people that love what you do, love you as a person first. They love what you do, and they want to see you grow beyond it being about money. Like everything. I mean, like, money is a great thing, and we need money to survive and grow. And I never want to, you know what I mean? But most importantly is I want to see you grow healthily so that you can maintain a legacy that can last longer than you. So important. The J Hill Network needs to live past you. You need other Baltimore young cats, other young black successful business people. Bro, we need you to build up so that you can create the conduit so they can become successful. And I need you to find the next generation, and you need to be mentoring them the same way I'm mentoring you. That is another most important thing. We need to not pass down toxic traits to the next generation. So meaning that you need to be patient with the young niggas under you the same way I need to be patient with you. You know what I mean? And cultivating and knowing how to, you know what I mean? Like, these, and this is not just random conversation. This is real shit. Hey, Benny, click on that Patreon real quick and, throw that little $3 on there. Sign up for his Patreon real quick for me. It's only $3. Please just do that for me. I just needed 3 people to sign up. And he ain't told me nobody else signed up. It's only me. I paid the $3 today.
Let me see if 3 people got. Let me see.
We got a couple signups today, man.
I'll tell you if we got 3. I'll tell you.
We trying to get J Hill. I'm trying to get him to believe today, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe, man. I don't know why you don't think I believe.
He gotta believe, because he don't be wanting to promote himself. I be trying to tell y'all, he be behind the scenes. I'm giving y'all real talk. I be like, Jay, you need to promote your Patreon more. You need to talk about it. She said, I'm doing my hair. I got you as soon as I'm. Thank you, Benny.
Okay.
Thank you.
We won away from JS1's goal. So we trying to get 3 Patreon members.
There we go.
It's only $3. Go to J Hill. Well, go to patreon.com/J Hill podcast. Sign up for the Patreon. We trying to build a community here. If you really support what I got going on, go to Patreon. Sign up for the Patreon.
Let's do it. And then look, if you throw the $3, I'll send you the little link to the thing so you can come on and be on a live with us. So with that being said, we need to start being the change that we want to see, not necessarily keep pointing the fingers at somebody else. I can't help that Diddy like fucking niggas in the booty. I can't do nothing about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about Rick Ross crazy ass. I can't do nothing about none of these people. But what I can do is, for as long as J Hill answers my phone calls, or as long as he hits me on the phone and we talk, I have an opportunity to at least just be a friend and be a support system to help him grow in a positive way, bro. Like, that's the most important thing, so that when he get there, like, at least he can say, I have stable individuals around me to give me real information, right, wrong, or indifferent. That's super important, my G. So anyway,
keep going. Give me like 60 seconds. I'm about to pray. You got the floor.
You got to do it. You got the floor. So, all right. So as my man lays down his prayer, which I feel like is fire, and he does this consistently, I would like to say this. If you're in Baltimore, the conversation is always had about the music industry, the Baltimore music industry, the business industry, how black people can get better, how we can do better. Take the individual steps on your own. It does not mean start a nonprofit. I'm not asking you to go spend $1 million. I'm not saying go give all of the money out of your pocket. What I am saying is you should take a physical step on your own to support those that are doing good in the community that you're in. Or if you don't have the money to spare, I understand. I'm poor too. Is that find somebody that you believe in and be a positive influence, not sitting back telling them what to do. Show up. He or she has a play, show up. He or she has a podcast, show up. Show up by listening. Show up by watching. Show up by hitting the like button. Show up by getting in the comments. Show up by being at the event. Show up by buying a t-shirt. These are the best ways we can change This is how we take things to another level. You know what I'm saying? When I tell you, if you look at me physically in my face, I'm showing you support. Lucky 1020, these glasses I bought from her. She ain't get these to me. I bought these. I love Kevin Gates. I got me a BWA hat. I caught it on sale, $10. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the live with my man. I love this guy. I love him. We've been rocking. Damn, 7 years. God damn, I know this nigga a long time. Raven. I got introduced to him through Raven. I love Raven. Guess what? I work for Raven. Tomorrow I gotta get up early in the morning to go to her building and work on her building. That's what support is about. That's what love is about. That's what working together is about. That's what it's all about. If you're not doing that, why are you even having a discussion about doing better? Because the only discussion that needs to be had is, hey, how can I refine my tactics so I can be more impactful? That's the right conversation. How can I learn? Because if Jay Hill's telling me that he'd be like, yo, Jay, because we've had these discussions before. He'll call me and be like, yo, what's the problem? All right, I feel like this, and I feel like we're not getting the results. Well, what is going on? And guess what I have to do? I got to humble myself. He's got to humble himself, and we have to find ways to find middle ground so that we can communicate, so that we can get back to building, so we can get back to positivity. That's what it's all about, bruh.
Facts.
It ain't about coming up with fairy tales and fighting the white man and all this other craziness. I mean, you can do that too, but the most important part, get with yourself. Get with yourself and get to fixing this. Get to fixing yourself. Healthy.
I feel like a lot of people can't. You know, it's funny, bro, because we always hear like you gotta fix within, fix yourself and all this first, right? But people can't do that because they can't really see past their nose, right? Like people can't. And what I mean by that is they only can see themselves, right? But as crazy as that is, like you only can see yourself, but you can't see the part where it's wrong that you need to get right. That's the crazy part about it. We think that people are so full of themselves, but they're not full. We need to come up with a new word because you're not really full of yourself. Because if you was full of yourself, then you would be doing everything to make yourself better. You're not really full of yourself. It's kind of the opposite.
Most of the time, you blinded by trauma. You blinded by, and I'm not even gonna say blinded. Sometimes you may not have the information. You may not notice you going around it because maybe you are so self-destructive that people don't even want to talk to you. People have shout out to Raven. She said, sign up for the J Hill podcast.
Shout out to Raven Paris. Signing up for the Patreon.
We two in the bag.
So we got I'm looking at the Patreon right now. We got JS1. Shout out to you. Thank you. Meech, thank you. Raven Paris. We got 3 people that signed up for the Patreon. Appreciate y'all.
Let's go. All right, now let's get 3 more people signed up for the end of the stream. All right. Because y'all do this, I'm gonna give y'all another hour. I'm gonna be on here another hour. So I need 2 more people. Let's get it cracking.
That's what we're gonna do.
You ain't wow.
Yeah. So listen. We got 3. We just got 3 people to sign up for the Patreon. So we're gonna stay on YouTube for another hour. What time is it right now?
It's 2:35. So like
3:30. I got okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Sunday.
I thought you wanted to work. You want to work or you want what?
I'm working.
You ready? All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we doing. We out here working. Look. I told y'all.
You say you DM me. So I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it. Yo, if y'all on Instagram, come to YouTube. But let me. We gotta find some shit to talk about, man. We can't just freestyle on here for an hour. How we gonna do this?
To talk about. We got plenty to talk about. Yo. All right.
You know what I like about live?
What was up?
I love the fact that you can take your time with it. We could like sit up here like, what were you talking about? People could send it. We could like search the web. I like that you could take your time, even that you could kind of like leave and come back. Well, not leave, but like if I want to go upstairs real quick, come back. I love that about the live.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. All right, so my question now is if there's any music to look forward to during the summertime. Now, you said you love the Kanye Ty Dolla $ign album. You saying that, yo, this is dope. You loving the album. Timbaland just tweeted that there's a Vultures 2 coming out.
Yeah.
So are we hoping that there's going to be some more Timbaland influence?
Before we get into that.
All right, go ahead. Let's go.
And this is not regurgitated, but this is genuinely how I felt. And it so happened to be similar to what Joe and I said.
Mhm.
I think Kanye West project was really good for the
Mhm.
exception of Kanye. Like I feel like he did a great job. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Like
Okay.
his raps were so basic. Like it was so mediocre. I didn't like his raps. Like Kanye West could stop rapping and just put the project together. Like the features that he has on there, the beats,
Mhm.
the production was fire. Like
Mhm.
all of that was fire. But his raps were mediocre. I could have did without Kanye West rapping on the Kanye album. But how he orchestrated it and put everybody together and put things together, oh, it was perfect. It was
Mhm.
perfect. So, but to answer your question, yeah, I think Kanye West is such a musical genius, bro. Him adding Timberland, it only is going to make it. It's going to amplify it better. It's going to amplify more.
1000%. 1000%. Now, if there's a wish list of artists that you feel like Kanye needs to work with on this album, and yo, everybody in the comment section, I need y'all to tell me: are you looking forward to Vultures 2? Do you want more Timberland involvement? And then I'm asking this final question: who do you want to hear on the album next to Kanye? And I will give you a perfect example of stuff that I want to hear. I want to hear a reunion between Kanye, Kid Cudi, and I want some Lupe.
Who? Wait,
Give
wait, wait,
me
wait, wait, wait. Kanye West, Kid Cudi,
Kid
and
Cudi
Lupe Fiasco.
and Lupe, because
Yo, you
Lupe
know what
is
I
working
don't
with Kanye.
understand?
What's up?
I don't understand the hype between Kid Cudi. Like I don't understand.
Kid
What
Cudi
is
is trash. Kid Cudi has always been trash. Kid Cudi will always be trash. I don't know why they let him in the industry in the first place.
so why you want to
But
hear Kid Cudi?
because Kid Cudi, like Kanye knows how to produce Cudi. And he gonna do some like weird singy songy type of thing that Kanye can chop up and do something wild with it.
Okay.
Lupe is gonna give you crazy bars, and he's gonna make sure that Kanye don't say nothing stupid on the record. This
Okay.
is where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right, go ahead. What it done? Read that. All these things you are saying, JS and J, is the reason we need more OGs in music and leaders in the world. Period. Great. I agree. Thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you for saying that. It always becomes incumbent also of people like you to take more initiative to make sure that you are supporting the people that's putting the information out. So, like, I'm not just saying, yo, you need to sign up for Jay Hill because no, I'm saying sign up because he needs support to amplify his voice. If you don't support him to amplify his voice, guess what eventually he has to do? He gonna have to get a day job. Or he gotta go and find another network that's gonna control his voice.
That's crazy.
If you put the money behind what you believe in, they can amplify their voice and be more supportive. Do you feel like Jay Hill wouldn't want to come back to Baltimore every other week and do freestyles for Baltimore people and put Baltimore people on? Yo, out of everybody I know outside of me, if somebody was to ask me who gonna do more for Baltimore than me, oh, it's gonna be Jay or it's gonna be Raven. Like them, I'm gonna put my whole bag on one of them. So like that's why I'll be like, yo, make sure that you are putting your money where your mouth is. Your money is your vote. Your money is your support, bro. Because that's what feed the babies. You know what I mean? If we can't feed the babies, we can't do this. Like that's it. And you know what I mean?
What I'm gonna do is, would it be smart to take this live off and only put it on Patreon and delete it from YouTube?
If you want to, that's on you. I actually think it's important to leave this type of stuff up.
Okay, I'll leave it up then. I don't know. I was just asking. All right, so go back to your conversation.
All right. So I want Cudi. I want Lupe. Yo, can we see? All right, so this is old head. Now I sound like an old head because I'm like, I want some Twister, and I'm like, all right, that's when I even said it in my brain. I was like, all right, I'm old as hell.
Wait, since you want to go some old head shit, you know who I wouldn't mind listening to?
What?
Kanye West and what was the guys that made I Don't Like It Unless It's Brand New?
Oh shit. I don't even know the fuck I can't remember. I'm trash. Are you talking about oh shit. God damn. All right, let me not do that. All right, let me just say I'm gonna gracefully bow out and say I have no idea.
I think it was like Romfest.
There we go.
I wouldn't mind hearing. I wouldn't
you
mind
want to Kanye writers back in the room.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Kanye Romfest. I wouldn't mind a Kanye West and Jay. I would love to hear Kanye West and Jay, but I don't think Kanye West is mentally able to keep up and spar when it comes to lyrics, because the shit that I'm hearing now is just not good. I'm not, and I'm a Kanye West fan. The shit that I'm hearing coming out of his mouth is poopity scoop type shit. Like I don't know what he talking about. I don't know. Like I'm not feeling the Kanye West raps. But
so, I want some Favi, Kanye and Favi, but he's already on the current album. You know what I mean? I like hearing them with the new boys. You know what I mean? Because it's because it's about swag at that point. You know what I mean? Yo, I wouldn't even mind a Kanye Meek Mill joint.
But I just don't think Kanye, like, he got to be doing a beat. He got to be doing a production. I'm not feeling the Kanye raps. Like if he do a production for Meek Mill, I think it'd be fire. And speaking of Meek Mill, did you listen to the project though?
I only got a couple records in.
No, it's only a couple records. So you lying? It's only a couple records.
No, it's more than a couple records. It's 5
songs.
It's 5. I listened to 2 of them. I said a couple. You said it's all the album. No, it's not. It's 5 records. I only heard 2.
So out of the 5, you heard 2.
I love what I'm hearing. It sounds way better because the last project I hated. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Which
I hated
that? The one with the painting?
Yeah. No. I love the one with the painting. Hold on. There was another one. I can pull this up right now. What you talking about? You acting like I ain't got YouTube music. Shoot, hold up. Don't even play with me, boy. Hold on. I got this. Oh, damn. I hit the wrong button. All right, here we go. All right, let me go to Meek. Give me his whole. All right, give me his whole roster. Let's see. No, it wasn't. All right, yes. Too Good to Be True. Rick Ross and Meek Mill. I didn't like that. I ain't like the group album. Nope. Sorry, sir. I must be by myself.
Wait. What you ain't like about the group album?
That shit was trash, bro.
I thought the group album was cool.
Why? But why? And please answer me why. Why you even like that? This is crazy. Don Corleone said Kid Cudi ain't trash. His music can be a vibe. What vibe is that? Suicide? What vibe is that? Loneliness and despair? Like, I don't understand. Like, why do y'all, please explain to me, why do you like Kid Cudi? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me at all. And I once again, I need to do a better job at articulating what I'm saying, because I don't want it to come off like I despise this black man or that I don't want him to be successful. That's not what I'm saying. I just personally. Thank you, sir. Hey, bro, Don, I appreciate you. What I'm saying is that I don't particularly like Kid Cudi. Guess what? One song I like from Kid Cudi, Day and Night. That was it. Day and Night. Day and Night. That's the only song that Kid Cudi has ever done that I enjoyed. So with that being said, you know what I mean? I want to move on. I got some other stuff I want to jump into. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Jump back in, Pimpin'.
No, I was saying, I don't remember. First of all, all of the music right now is not really memorable. Like it's not like it don't have much playback value at all. And that's just everything, like everything, for the exception of Sexy Red. She's the only one that got great playback.
Did he just say?
Yes, Sexy Red
has great playback value? Please explain that to me. I need understanding. I'm gonna sit still. Look, I'm gonna patiently sit still while I'm scrolling to find. I'm trying to find some more topics. While I'm scrolling to find topics, I'm gonna patiently wait for him to come back and explain this ignorance to me.
Sexy Red song still live rent free in my head.
You ought to you should be you should be ashamed of yourself. You a Christian man, you're a married man.
Bro,
I'm done with you.
Don't do that. Like, bro, I see.
You ought to be ashamed.
A lot of these industry niggas are starting to follow me, and I see niggas hating. Like I see B Dot hating on Sexy Red.
Yes.
Oh, like, so he was like, she don't deserve the female artist of the year. Like you.
She don't. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. Let me stop. Whoa. Because you just dropped the bomb. She doesn't deserve female artist of the year according to B Dot. Let me stop that. All right, let's go back. What I will say, not saying this. Now, hold on. I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve female artist of the year. I'm saying that I enjoyed Lotto Records more. I'm saying that I enjoyed. I didn't enjoy Ice Spice. But
wait, what you said? What you said? Speak up.
I enjoyed Lotto Records more last year and the first part of this year.
Wait. You said you enjoy Lotto Records better than Sexy Red Records?
Yeah.
Smoking crack.
What? Yo,
Lotto can rap.
Get out of here. First of all, Jesus Sneakers, I ain't even trying to hear from you right now. Like, bro, you sit here trying to listen. Sexy Red is trash.
Bro, I'm gonna say it loud. What? Wait. Oh, wait. All right. I don't want to start. I'm hating. Lotto can rap her ass off.
Facts.
But say you enjoy
her music
more than Sexy Red.
Yeah.
That's
Yo, yes, I see that's dirty. See, now you're being dirty. Jesus Sneakers. First of all, calm down. So what I want to say is that just because she has 2 or 3 bars in every song that makes you repeat it over and over again, that don't make the record greater or better.
No, a song is what you want to hear.
The song ain't good. The little punchliney little joint.
You got it backwards. The lyrics might not be good, but the song is really good.
All right, name 2 records that was really good.
What, Sexy Red?
Yeah, give me 2 Sexy Red joints.
She got a few. The shit she got with Dirt. What is it called? I
don't know, because I don't like Sexy Red. So what does she have?
Cool. It's cool. And my phone dead.
Jesus,
you know what's crazy? I can't name one song off of Meek Mill album, and I liked it. I can't name one song off of Kanye West album. I liked it. I can name a couple. What was it? Let me call him Maya, but no.
See, now that's dirty. You gonna get a young kid in because she gonna name every record, and we both gonna be honest.
Looking for the Hoes joint, the one with Dirk. What was that shit called, bro? I forgot the name of it. But
that's crazy. I didn't even know she did a song with Dirk. That makes it even worse.
I think it was with Dirk. The song she did with Drake was pretty good. And that Gucci breathe like that. What else? She got the song. I'm out of town. I was looking for songs.
That's all right. One song I heard. The rest of them I don't even know what those are. But that one joint, Booty Hole Brown. The only reason why everybody rocking that record is because of the hook. And shout out to her for that. And the beat is the beat is fire too. I'm not even going to knock about that. So Don Corleone said, I guess he is an introvert and I am also. So that's not just depression and anxiety driven music. What you just described yourself as being into depression and anxiety music. So shout out to him for that. So repeat what you just said. I'm sorry. You started breaking up. All right. So as we proceed to give you what you need. Bro, all right, he's back. Jay Hill is back.
What is it called? Spectrum.
All right, only reason she got playback value is shock value. Thank you, Don Corleone. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's all I needed. All I need is one good brother to support my statement, and I'm good. Let me clean my little glasses while I'm on camera. Let y'all know I'm really about this game, boy. What you talking about? Don't tell me Sexy Red is about that, like that, and all that good stuff. Boy, it's Sunday. That's the worst part. He out here talking crazy on a Sunday. Man, you better get up out of here with all of that. What you talking about? You know what I mean?
Might have the worst service I've.
He said YouTube froze him because he ain't feeling that shit neither, bro. Facts. All right. So we gonna move on. You back now? You good?
Bro, y'all still on here hating on Sexy Red, bro?
Yo, I need you to stop. I need you to stop showing her so much love, yo. I'm starting to feel some kind of way about that, bro.
Bro, y'all still on here hating on Sexy Red. I used to be, I'm not gonna lie. I too, myself, was a Sexy Red hater. I too was.
Until exactly. Until
I went to iTunes, I play her music, And her at her stage in her career right now, she has more hits than Cardi B did in her stage in the same stage in her career at the time. Or that's not a good comparison. Let me guess. You're a Cardi B hitter too.
Let's not do that. I love Cardi B. I'm a Cardi B, Nicki Minaj fan. I love both of them.
Cool. So at the stage of what is it? What is it? A year? How long Sexy Red been around now?
What, a year? 2 years?
2 years?
It ain't been 2 years. It's been like a year.
So what I'm saying is, and I'll say 2 years. At the 2-year mark of Sexy Red's career, she has more hits, more bops, more songs.
How many records? All right, so tell me again, how many records is it? You said it's 5, right? Because I can debunk this off top. So he's about to say something that's really gonna kill him, but I'm gonna let him get it out when he comes back. All right. So in 2 years, Cardi B had more hits because Cardi B dropped an album, and off that album, there was 5 hits off the album by itself.
Bro, she was doing Bodak Yellow for literally like a year.
But she also had other records as a part of that. So she had probably 1 or 2 feature joints. She had the Bodak Yellow, and then when the album came out, I would have to say in the second year, when the album came out, she had 5 mega hits off of that joint, bro. What is you talking about?
Bro, I feel like
crazy on the album. Then that was all of the feature records around.
Cardi B did Morgan Homecoming, and I remember like she had the Bodak Yellow, and she had what was the song? If it be for me, then we be forever. She had that song. She had ran down on the chick twice. She had Bodak Yellow. I remember. Sexy Red, within the last year, we can go. She got Ski Yee, Looking for the Hoes, Pound Town, the song.
Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. That's all I wanted to do is just freeze this nonsense. Like, cause he might be right. Dream Doll harder than all of them shits. Really, Don Corleone? You really gonna bring Dream Doll into this? I'm sorry. All right, okay, Jay, you get it, Jay. I'm giving it to you. I'll let you have it. Your favorite rapper, Ski Yee, whatever her name is.
Bro. I'm just saying we need to stop hating her.
You are really defending her.
Being the old heads. I'm saying we gotta stop being them old head haters, bro. We gotta stop.
No, I'm not saying that. Just because they have engineered a bunch of like sad things for this young lady to go through, I'm not going with it, bro.
And it's not YouTube. Let's stop putting it on YouTube. It's Spectrum. We need to spam Spectrum because it's terrible.
No, he just didn't connect his laptop to his hard line like he should have before he did the show. All right, so can we have a discussion? I want to talk about
going crazy.
Oh Lord, please. I swear to God, if I had control of this, I would take him off the screen. Okay. And I want to apologize to all of the J Hill Network fans for J Hill right now. Because he's
crazy. So all I'm saying is B. Stop this, bro. You supposed to be one of the pioneers in hip hop, and you hating on Sexy Red. Stop it.
You're not hating on Sexy Red. We just trying to quietly shove her into a closet somewhere so nobody hears from her ever again. So anyway, let's move on. Ah, boy, face tattoos. Can we have a discussion about face tattoos? Please explain to me, Mr. J Hill, why am I seeing so many people get these big gigantic faces on it? That's crazy. First of all, the face tattoo is one crazy level, but then to get somebody's whole entire face on the side of your face, explain this to me. Cause what's that dude name? Blueface bleeding, whatever his name is, Blueface. Krishan got this dude face on the side of her face. Another girl got his face on the side of her face. Then like a dude got a girl face on the side of his face. This is getting out of control.
They in love. That's what the young kids do nowadays, man. They put tattoos of faces on their face.
Why?
Nigga, I don't know, man. I'm not these young kids, man. That shit is goofy.
And then like she got her baby all around like it's a bag. Like I don't understand this, bro. Like this to me, can we just all admit that some people have mental health issues and we need to get them? We got to get them out of the public light. I can't do this no more. And why are we still entertained by this? Why are we keep embracing this? This is driving me nuts. My timeline. I don't want this on my timeline. I love the epidemic of booty cheeks. I love that. I love beautiful women on the timeline. Look at his face. That's funny. I love how Spectrum freezes him, and there's always these great still shots.
Wait. I know we're not talking.
All right, Eve popped out. Shout out to Young Miami. And then go ahead.
Yeah, you think I can DoorDash Ethernet cable?
You probably could. And if you can't DoorDash it, you can definitely do GoPuff or something like that.
Somebody said they couldn't hear me really well. Is my audio not good?
No, your audio is great. It's just that you keep going in and out. Can you say Gorilla pimping these chicks aspire to be 304s? Shout out J Hill homegirl sexy fish from SpongeBob. Now, if I can get Jay to not freeze up for the next couple minutes. Thank you, Don Corleone. Thank you. One person supports me. That's it. That's all I need. Yo, he said, I love you, Jay, but I'm on JS one side. You two keep freezing that shit. That's a fact. So if I can get Jay Hill to speak before he freezes up again, he already did, but hopefully he come back. Russell Wilson did a beautiful conversation where he talks about taking the responsibility, taking on the responsibility of being a father, not just being a boyfriend or a husband. And he describes how when he initially met Sierra and then he met Sierra's son Future, how he automatically knew that this is how he needed to be. First of all, I want to say, yo, that's the illest thing ever. And I appreciate that. And I feel like that's how all of us men need to be when we walking into situations, when you decide you want to deal with a woman. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you need to be understanding. Like, we grown men. I'm not having no 20-year-old conversation. So if y'all want to get in here with the kid conversations about, I just want to hit and I just want to F this and all, you can still do that. But understand, my guy, when you stepping in and you seriously wanting to date a woman, and because in this time period, there are a lot of young ladies that have children. You're being serious about understanding the 360 part of a person, not just what you see in front of you. She got a booty, she got some titties, she cute as hell, but understanding everything that comes a part of that woman, and that child is a part of that woman. So Jay, you back. Please take the floor. Please tell me how you felt when you saw Russell Wilson talk about meeting Sierra and meeting Sierra's son, and him knowing from that moment that he would need to be a father to the child, that he wanted to be a father and all of that.
I feel like Russell Wilson isn't much older than me, so it's surprising because when that wasn't the thought I had being a stepfather, right? When I first was introduced to Amaya, I didn't really know what to think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I didn't want to step on any toes, if anything, right? I didn't want to do too much and seem like I was trying to be somebody when she had somebody. So when I heard Russell Wilson say he knew at that time that he had to step up, I thought it was, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of bold. Just as a man, I'm thinking like, damn, so you mean to tell me the first time you seen somebody else's child, you thought that you had to step up and that you had to be the father of this child? And it's like, that's kind of bold in my opinion. And maybe because, like, go ahead.
Are you saying bold and it was kind of like arrogant, or are you saying, or is he being delusional, or are you saying bold as in like, yo, this is a good thing that he wanted to do that?
I haven't gotten to good or bad just yet, but I'm just saying bold as in like, just like, who do you think you are type thing. Because again, that's like, bro, that's somebody else's child. Like, so to say that the first day you met baby Future, you was like, you knew you had to step up, and maybe that's just God talking to him, right? Like, I don't want to talk down on him because I think in general he's dope as hell, and people should stop calling him corny because he's a stand-up dude, and we need more people like that. But when you ask me about the question of just what he said when he's met baby Future, he thought he already knew that he would have to be the father. It was like, for me, it was like, that's surprising because that wasn't my experience. My experience was kind of just scared if anything. Because again, when I first met my stepdaughter, I'm like, man, I don't want to overstep any boundaries. I want to be respectful because I would want somebody to be respectful to me and what I got going on. You get what I'm saying?
So like if this man makes a statement that, you know, I want to be a father, you feel like that's an insult, or that's
no, not an insult. No, it's not an insult. It's just a little bold. It's just a little. That's like, I don't know no other word to put it. It's just like, it's nothing wrong with wanting to be a father, but maybe I'm thinking too literal. Let's play it. You got the clip? Do we got the clip? Can we play it?
I need to find it and pull it up, but it shouldn't take too long.
He
so
said
like
the first time he met Baby Future, he knew that he would have to be his father, right? Is that what he said?
Hold on Baby Future,
and I'll see if I can find it too.
Who was he being interviewed by at the time?
Damn, the dude with the dress from I'm Athlete. Damn, what's his name? Brandon Marshall.
All right. With Brandon Marshall. All right, that's too long. That's a long little clip.
If I can find a short.
I think we all have underestimated how smooth Russell Wilson really may be. His game may just be a little bit more smarter than the average man.
All right, I ain't like that. All right, okay, here we go.
I walked in the room and I saw, you know.
All right, let me can we put this on? I'm about to throw something up.
All right.
This might be what we're looking for. This might be it. So I got it up. All right, let's try this.
Can you
It was 9 months expand your screen on my lap, and it was like, this is gonna be my responsibility.
How do I do this?
I remember
we hear echo.
God saying this is
let me mute myself.
Saying to me, raising this child is gonna be your responsibility.
How do I
realize it? Pray to God, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Say, son, this is for you.
The first night?
Yeah, the first night. It's going to be your responsibility.
Rewind it.
And
was that scary?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I walked in the room and I saw, you know, little Future. He's 9 months at the time or whatever. And he crawls in my lap. And it was like, you know, this is going to be my responsibility. God, I remember leaving that night and God saying, God saying to me, raising this child is going to be your responsibility. And realizing that, pray to God, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Say, son, this is for you.
The first night?
Yeah, the first night. It's going to be your responsibility. And
was that scary?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think scary just in the sense of, not scary, but it was more so an opportunity. Like, okay, God, this is what you want me to do. This is, you know, stepping in to raise, you know, a child with C and this and that. And realizing that, okay, God, like, I know she's the one for me, but also too, I'm going to take this responsibility as well. Like, okay, like, and I was ready for that. I was ready to, you know, I love children, as you know, love kids and everything else. But it was like, man, I walked in the room and saw.
So, and let me preface this. How I feel about what he just said, I don't think it's true, but we're just giving this small clip because I personally think that Russell Wilson is a stand-up guy and many people should follow his footsteps. But I don't think his words matched. I just don't think that's what he meant by it, or how it came off. Just in my opinion, right? It seems like an opportunity. He says the first night he met Baby Future that he knew he would have to be his father. He had to step up, right? And then Brandon Marshall asked him, he said, yo, the first night you weren't scared? He's like, not really scared. It was more of an opportunity. So you use that as an opportunity to be somebody. Nah, I don't like, and again, I don't think he meant it like that, but it's just all I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm not trying to use this to like go against that guy because I think he's a stand. I fought for him on many occasions. It's just in that clip, that's just kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what? No, it's not. Like the first time you meet imagine if, God forbid, me and my wife go divorcing her. I hear niggas say, yeah, the first time I met Alani, I knew it was an opportunity for me to be her boy, nigga, because you don't even know what's going on with our situation yet. Unless what it seems like is like they probably, sometimes we talk, you skip some steps. Like he probably was dating Sierra for a minute. He probably already knew the situation that was going on. That's different. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is from face value of the clip to say, like, the first time I met Baby Future, I knew I had to be his father. The first time I met Baby Future, I wasn't really scared. I knew it was an opportunity for me to step up. Nah, bro, not the first time you meet a child.
I feel like this is go ahead.
No, that's why I say that's why it might have just been some things missing. Like he probably already knew the situation. They probably was dating for a little while. You know what I'm saying? No one, see, I don't know Sierra, but I would assume that she probably didn't just have anybody around her son. You know what I'm saying? So it probably was that. But I'm just saying face value of the clip.
Word. There's a mess of things running through my head right now. Number one thing is I feel like he wasn't outside like that. When you are a top athlete like that, you really your whole life is locked into a schedule. So a lot of the stuff that you might have been used to, or like the normalities for you, ain't normal for him. So like you might have be out in the club. You was a host, so you fielding through females. Not saying that he wasn't, but like you might have had a lot of different crazy experiences. He probably had a different perspective on like, yo, when I get in this position, it's probably best for me to settle down. Let me find somebody of value. Sierra is a woman of value. You know what I'm saying? She ain't too old. I can get up with her. We can connect. We can build something. And then when you walk into a person, meaning that if I meet somebody that I really respect and I'm like wanting to be with this person and they are reciprocating their emotions towards me, I'm going to walk in. Everything's going to have a certain lens to it. The child is I'm going to look at a child from a certain lens. I'm going to look at where she lives, everything that she says from a certain lens. If I have a vision for, I could see me marrying her and spending my life with her, everything is going to be colored a certain way. So like, I get that from his perspective. I also get what you was just saying is like, he didn't say everything the right way. It was just, he's in the moment. He's trying to, I mean, we're all trying to do a bunch of stuff. We trying to make the camera love us. We're trying to communicate our truth. You know what I'm saying? we're trying to talk about something that's probably not as commonplace. I was even taken back by the video clip. But then I'm also looking at Don Corleone in the comments and he clowning. Oh, he a simp. You know what I'm saying? He this and that and like, yo, da-da-da. And it's like, I'm looking at that and I'm laughing, but I'm also concerned because it's like, yes, I can hear that because that's barbershop talk. Don Corleone is in a comment giving me barbershop talk. But what I can also say is this is also a sign of trauma or a sign of bad training. Whereas we should be looking at the way Russell Wilson is talking and going, yo, that's how we should be. This is how we should be conducting ourselves. But we have a tendency to be more like Don Corleone.
No, I think no. I think, yeah, we joking. And I feel like sometimes when we have these conversations, things get lost in jokes, not even translation. Because I mean, it's easy to clown somebody for like trying to take somebody else's kid, but at the end of the day, this is some stand-up shit. And I look at it differently because I am a stepdad. It's so much so I don't even I don't say step. I don't really say that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even say step, but I do have a bonus child, you know what I'm saying? And I treat her like she's my child because she is. It ain't even like it. She is my child. And there was times where I had to grow and learn that certain things you say and communicate can give off a different perspective. So I'm more so firm on how I think about it now because it was mistakes and things I said a couple years ago that I didn't mean to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very intentional with my words. I say that to say I think Russell Wilson is a really good man because I am too as somebody who lives a similar lifestyle who had to step up. And that's not easy, bro. Especially and even more so when you said that he hasn't been outside, even more so to a guy who's been outside. Because to be able to step up into a child's life when that's extremely hard, bro. I think like I have a baby now, right? I'm learning how to be a parent. When you have a kid that's kind of like that's new to you, you don't really have you're not fortunate enough, like you don't have the ability to learn how to be a parent. You have to kind of change right then and there. Right. And these are things that I had to learn. Like I met an 8-year-old, right? I still was 26. I didn't even understand how to be a parent, whereas though her mother was a parent for 8 years. So it was things that she learned, that she made mistakes. It was trials and tribulations. I didn't really have I don't know the exact word, but I didn't have the luxury of being able to learn. I kind of had to get with the program. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she's 8 years old, right? So I want us to be careful how we talk about this, man, because bro, that's a big deal, bro. Like, and I look at it like that because of course I am a stepdad. Like to be able to I don't want to say throw your life away, but to make a major change in your life, that's extremely difficult. Like that comes with major changes in your life to take on a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you have a baby, you don't really have to take on major changes as much as you have to take on incremental changes. Because you can be able to change over the time. Oh, my baby don't like this. Oh, I can't really do this because I'm a parent. Oh, this might not be right. You have luxury to make mistakes like that. When you are a step parent, I don't think you have those same luxuries. It's like get with the program or this can go left. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And granted, baby Future, I think it was a baby. I think he said it was 9 months, maybe. I don't know. So so it still was a child. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying from my experience, like we should never play with somebody that decides to step up in a child's life, because that's not it's a decision, but it's an intentional decision. Not saying pregnancy can't be, right? I'm not saying pregnancy can be, but sometimes I think pregnancy, it can be intentional, but it can also be other things. Whereas though stepping up is only one. This is something I decided to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can get pregnant and say, you know what, my religious beliefs. You can get pregnant and say, you know what, I don't want to, like, you can, all of these things. You can get trapped in pregnancy, but being a step parent is like, that's an intentional thing to do. Period. I decided to say yes, and I'm going to do this.
Yeah. And once again, sets an example for another person to take what they're doing in the courtship process seriously. So that when you endeavor, like my own, and I'm not trying to, Don Corleone, I'm not trying to knock you. And I see what you're saying, and I'm laughing, and I understand that this is jokes. But at the same time, if I'm a young kid and I'm around you and you're making these comments, you know what that's going to do? That's going to push me away from becoming more of a Russell Wilson. If I start approaching women from the perspective of taking dating seriously and then looking at a child as a serious endeavor that I need to prepare myself for, and I go, well, damn, the fact that I'm thinking like this means I'm chasing coochie. All right, I need to stop thinking like that. No, bro, like there's nothing wrong with being a Russell Wilson. There's nothing wrong with, first of all, there's nothing wrong with courting a woman. And the only thing I challenge Don Corleone to do is, can y'all bring me up for a minute so I can put forth my insight, brothers? Can he get that, bro? Can he get that?
Hey, drop your email, bro. Why not?
Drop your email. We're gonna send you the link. We're gonna bring you in. So, like, it's super important to distinguish the difference between, you know what I mean, what is chasing coochie and what is courting. Because there's a huge difference. And I feel like one thing that I really stay on my cousin about. I got a younger cousin. He's 20 years old, about to be 21. We live together right now. The number one thing I've told him since he was 16 years old is be honest, be upfront, and be straightforward. Like when you dealing with women, if you just want to sleep with her, just say you want to sleep with her. If you want a relationship, say you want a relationship. Be clear about what you're doing. If you have more than one woman you dating, be clear about that and have an understanding of what you're doing when you're dealing with this person, regardless of how she feels and how she say, and she could be the cool and she cool. Don't take nobody word for nothing, because I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm gonna say this: women have a tendency to say stuff, and that's not really what they mean. They'll be telling you, we just chilling. I don't care nothing about being in a relationship. The whole time she's trying to set you up for the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So like it becomes so important for you to not be that. As the man, you set the tone. Hey, this is what this is about. If you want something different, communicate that. If not, whatever happens after this point, it's been communicated. So what Russell Williams is only telling you that he saw this woman, had an intention for this woman, and went after it. And understood what his intention was and what was coming along with that intention. I want this woman. I want to marry her. And by marrying her, all of her children become my children. Period.
And let's not like, I don't want people to think, but courting a woman doesn't have to be taking on a woman's children. And I think we need to understand that, though. I think we need to understand that as men, we have the decision to do what we want to do, and we don't have to feel trapped in these things, you know. And a lot of these, I'm glad we're having this conversation, because a lot of times it takes time to understand this. I'm gonna be real, right? Like, just being a man, it takes time to understand that I can be upfront with my feelings. Because I feel like it was a time where I don't think men knew they could do that. Like, you become a greater man and you become more powerful as a man when you can be upfront with your feelings, when you can say, no, I'm dealing with such and such and such and such, when you don't play the game to try to trick and try to play. But a lot of this come with age or wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm just being honest, bro. Like, you think you're trying to be a player and you got this girl, and it's more player when you can be upfront and be like, yo, I'm dealing with da 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 da, and she be like, I'm okay. You get what I'm saying?
Let's take this a step further. That's the definition of being a player, is that you tell her to her face up front. That's not being a player when you trying to sneak and do stuff behind her back. Real pimps is telling you what it is to your face. Hey, you want to do this for me? Give me the money and I'll take care of you. But that's it. I ain't giving you no dough. Yeah. Tell that to a girl. Let's communicate it clear.
So, but saying that, like, just going into the conversation of like being in the child's life, right? You don't have to feel tricked to be there, right? Like, a part of being a man is standing your ground, and this is why it was so important for Kevin Samuels, even though so many people didn't like his approach. But he taught he was giving men the confidence to say what they want, because I feel like at a point men didn't feel confident to say, nah, this ain't right. I feel like at a point, it was, even I felt sometimes it was a point where men would feel like, nah, if I don't do this, then I'm gonna be looked at as lesser than. If I don't do this, then I'm not going to be the man that women want, because, you know, our job is to court women and to please women. Like, that's kind of our job, right? So it was a time where it would be so easily to be influenced as a man or young man to be like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna do it, even though I don't really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But no, what happens is that always comes and bites you in your ass. You should make a decision, especially when it comes to being a step parent, a parent in general. Make a decision because you want to do it, not because you think it's the right thing to do. Because if you're doing it for any other reason other than what you want to do, you're going to regret it. And I think somebody said this to me. I'm gonna leave you with this: if it ain't a hell yes, it's a hell no. And that's with anything. If you can't look at it and like hell yeah, then it's a hell no, because anything other than a hell yeah, you're gonna regret it. And then the worst thing you can be is somebody that's throwing what you do in somebody's face. The worst thing you can be is somebody that's like, man, I did this, I did that. You know what, man? Because I used to be that person, but now I've learned that, you know what, I'm okay with every decision that I make because it's the decision that I want to make. And if you don't reciprocate it or you don't appreciate it, that's on you and God. That don't got nothing to do with me. So I know we talking parenting and a lot of other things, but
no. But all of that goes together, because if you can distinguish, and I think you made a really good point, but you didn't really go deep into it, is that understanding the difference between courtship and marriage. Like, you know, in the courtship process, the child isn't your responsibility yet. You know what I mean? You need to be considering the impact of, you know, the child if there's going to be a marriage. But that doesn't mean that now every time she, you know, you pull up to take her out on a date and she wants you to go buy the kid dinner and then go get the kid some sneakers and that's not your responsibility, Playboy. That's not your responsibility. And understand the boundaries. And once again, because you set the rules for the relationship. So like if you allow that woman to run you ragged, that's on you. And you got to remember, the way you entertain your woman when you dating her is the way you have to maintain her when you're married. So if you let her get away with hell during the dating phase, you can't then now, I'm gonna put a ring on your finger and all that's got to stop. No.
And it's always harder to fix it on the back end. It's kind of like a child. And I'm not trying to say you got to fix it, but we're men talking amongst men. I feel like it's harder to correct those behaviors on the back end, just like parenting a child. It's better to instill that that discipline and that respect and those moral values as they get older, because when they get older, it's going to be harder to try to go back in and build that foundation. Because now they already got their mind of their own. They already think they know it all. You know what I'm saying? And they're not trying to listen to anybody. But if you instill morals, principles, discipline growing up, it's easier to maintain than to go in and try to build it from the back end. You know what I'm saying? So
and build an open line of communication where you can be honest and they can be honest without strife. There's a difference between having a conversation versus a debate versus an argument. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, a lot of us, I'm not going to say men or women, a lot of us in general were raised to argue. And, when it comes down to bumping heads versus, hey, is there a way let's talk about this? I am not your enemy. I've had to use that so much lately with my parents, with my friends, to say, hey, we're having a disagreement. Hey, excuse me. I love you. I'm not your enemy. We're on the same side. I just need you to understand this. Let us try to come to an understanding, and let me hear you out and let me hear what your issue is. And okay, how do we come to a solution? And those are so important because a lot of us are so used to, especially if you're from Baltimore, we love to argue, boy. Woo, Lord, that's our default. Anything that happened, we go right to fight and be like, yo.
Facts. Facts.
We got to learn how to, and that's what I'm saying. Like I argue, I can have good arguments with my friends because it's love. But I try not to argue with people I don't know. Like, I'm not going to have an argument with you. We're not going to have that's not. But it is 3:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have done it. Another hour.
Yes, sir.
We gave y'all solid time. What are we looking like in the joint, yo? Did we get any more signups? How many more signups?
Let's take a look. So
let's see.
So we are officially at 5.
Hey!
Well, it says Jamal, yes, which is you, Meek, Raven Paris, Fallon, and my guy Don Corleone.
Yo, let's go. Thank you, Don Corleone. And look, I'm gonna make you this promise, Don Corleone. We're gonna figure out a way to get you the link, and then when we do our next live stream,
we told him send us email. We told him that.
Yeah. But I'm gonna get them on the next one. I told you know what I'm saying. That's a part of my promise. When they signed up, we're gonna get you on here. Just because I actually need to put some food in my belly and I gotta wash the dishes. So and I got a live stream on my platform. If you want to come over, VVC Live, 6 p.m. We doing a Black Nerd podcast. Got a bunch of tech stuff we talking about tonight. Plus some great nerd content. He said, send me the link, brothers. Can't send you it on public, sir, because I don't want 18 crazy people up on this joint. But make sure y'all tap in. Make sure you support J Hill. Like, share, comment. Seriously. Yo, when you get into that Patreon, watch the content, like the comments. I mean, like them, and then send us a comment.
And yeah, so on the Patreon, guys, I'm posting like new content and I'm putting like questions. So give me your real feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all like this content. I think you should do more content like this because I am building a community, and a Patreon is something where I want to get more advice so I can try new things and we can grow together. Really, like I really mean that.
Facts. So yeah. With that being said, Jay, is there anything else you want to throw out there before you roll out?
Nah, man, that's it. I might come back later on and do another one, man. I'm gonna see what Bank Shot doing. I don't know, man. I like this. I got my setup right, so I want to be able to stream whenever. So.
Just get you a cable so that you can hardline connect this on Jumper, man.
Yeah, I gotta get the cable. We ain't see the email, bro.
Nah, I ain't see no email. So But Don Corleone, don't take it personal. We in here doing the job.
You locked
We're
in.
gonna get you on. I promise you, we're gonna get you on, and then like we can bring this whole discussion back. Believe me, bro, I got a lot to talk about. So we can definitely get into this. Get Bank Shot on here, and then me and Jay will schedule something and we'll promote it ahead of time. And I'll make sure I promote it in I'll make sure we'll promote it in the Patreon. And if you want to put it on J Hill Network, we'll do that. We'll make sure we get something done this week. I'm outside of that, make sure y'all are passing on this information. Make sure you get a friend, a family member to sign up. Like I said, the most important thing you could do is support. You know what I mean? And being in the comments and giving us your honest feedback is important, bro. Don Corleone, thank you so much for giving us your time. Thank you so much for giving us your attention. Everybody that signed up, everybody, whether it was my girl Lucky 1020, my girl Benny, whether it was D Block Needles, whether it was Raven, shout out to Raven, whether it was who else? Easy Johnson and King Odo. We appreciate all of y'all. So, all right. Anything else you need, Pete? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yep, go ahead, do your thing.